I-N-O the time.
I'm remaining the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this ain't the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Look, I stay planted on my pivot though. These niggas making small moves like midget toes. I stay solid, keep it street on the regular. On the regular, my nigga, I'm not regular. I'm on this money chase, moving like the Brinks truck. No competition, all my niggas got they drinks up. Real shit, yeah, we even share the last cup. Was on our ass, now all my niggas got they cash up. No celebration, staying humble to this lifestyle. Fuck the future, I'ma paint the picture right now. I'm never switching up, I'ma stay the same. Me, these niggas so basic like some dickies in the plain team. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this ain't the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. 1G, gotta keep it 1,000. Fake niggas get 2-piece kung pao. Real niggas come second, you a damn lie. Don't wanna hear it, my nigga, you blow my damn high. You think this shit is gonna be here for a lifetime? You better do some research or use a lifeline. Cause all them stacks you talking about you can't take with ya. Punt it to the next nigga like a great kicker. Make sure he's straight and I'm talking about with no mixer. And keep it pushing fast, laning on the gold jixer. Been a real nigga, promise it'll last long. Never look back, but if you do, just get your laugh on. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real.
Y'all gotta excuse me, I'm reaching for something.
You know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change.
Change. Y'all gotta excuse me. Hello. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Y'all Heard with Biggie and Friends live on Vegas High Media Network. I'm trying to find a charger to my goddamn laptop, so that's why I look like I'm doing something, because I am. But anyway, I found it. Anyway, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for tuning in. I go by B-I-double-G-I-E, no Notorious. Y'all already know who else I got with me. My man's Feez. Thrags.
Oh, shut
up. Best friend ain't here. Unfortunately, she is at home sick. So y'all keep her in y'all prayers that she gets better. Best friend, I love you. I miss you. See you next week. You feel me? You got to be here next week, because next week should be a dope ass show. But yeah, I got a special guest here with me.
Use your words wisely.
Please.
Put me and Quan on your ass. Just fuck up one time. I dare you.
No, I'm not going to. I ain't got my best friend here to save me. Looking at
exactly. She'll save you in the comments.
I don't even know how to introduce you, but
no, go ahead and
That
say
is
it.
so awkward.
Just go ahead and say it so everybody can fire your ass.
This
Biggie, be you.
This is my sister's best friend.
That's not what you said.
What did he say?
What did she say?
What did you say?
I said
my sister's best. Thank you. My sister is her best friend, and
Her
I'm
baby.
her
All
baby
about him
brother.
right now. I want to see how he's fumbling.
Chill out, bro. I ain't gonna fumble. You know me, nigga. I actually play football. Looking at.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Anyways, My sister's best friend, long-term friend of the family.
Yes.
She's been around a long motherfucking time. I'm
so
actually
in deep
happy
with
she
the family,
here.
The auntie do my tax.
Facts. That's how deep she is in the family. She actually is part of the reason this podcast exists. Because originally I was supposed to do this with my sister, her, and the other homie. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it because my sister don't live out here, and it was gonna be a little difficult to do virtual. So I ventured off and did my own shit, and I got partially her on here. I need my sister and the homie to get on here as well, but that's in due time. T, I'm just gonna call you T because I'm not finna pronounce your government name.
It's Tamara.
I know what it is.
We're gonna go with T. That's fine.
Y'all say hello.
Hello.
T, say hello to the world. You feel me?
Hi.
How have you been since I ain't seen you in, when's the last time I saw you?
And motherhood been holding me down. Motherhood been holding me down now. It's been a minute.
What's a minute?
I saw you, what?
I'm trying to
think. 2
think.
Christmases ago, 2 New Years ago.
Now, when was Lisa here? Like,
2
was
Christmases
that was
ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Damn, why did I
about.
feel like it was?
It just felt like it was
Damn,
yesterday, right?
it do. Like at
Time.
least like last year. Damn, it's
Time.
been 2 years.
We on COVID time. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's been that long.
Sequoia on her head, not your head, but somebody else's
Listen,
head.
that's already did the eyes. I'm like, here they go.
All right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Nikki's in the comments.
Hi,
she said your
Nikki.
lipstick is on fire.
Hey,
I'm gonna keep you in tune. I don't know if you're watching on Facebook or
No,
not,
I'm
but
not.
if you do get on Facebook, you can see everybody's comments.
All right.
And comment back. But it's been 2 years. I'm happy you're here. You were supposed to be here last week, but I had to push you back
Yeah, you
because I had to get Jovi Jove on here. But yeah, man, take this quick little brief warm up because I know you need to get them jitters up out of you. Feez, how you been, bro?
Man, like I said, just getting over this and trying to get back to the norm, honestly. Like, I've been off of work for like 2 days now. It's killing me. But sometimes your body tell you to sit down. So my body telling me to sit down now.
So you gotta sit down.
Right on time, Quan.
And just to think,
Oh shit!
I thought Quan was on my side tonight.
Nah, Quan, he ain't on nobody.
Brother.
Quan on everybody's side.
I had some jokes stored away, but I'm about to bring them out for his ass too.
Shit!
But it's all
Feez.
good. It's all good. I'll be back in a few days.
Oh man. Oh, okay. What's up, sis? I'm happy you're here. I ain't seen you in the comments for a minute, Nikki. Where you been at? You know what I'm saying? I miss you. I love you. Auntie, what's up? Excuse the language that possibly might come up on here, but I don't really give a fuck. But
I'll ask for a pass from the elders and all who are
you don't need
tuned
to ask
in.
for nothing. We
Wow.
grown now,
You got
okay?
everybody
You heard?
tuned in? All right.
I told you. No, Nikki usually tunes in
Faithfully. Yeah.
She's a faithful tuner for
Yeah.
real, and I love her for that. Aunt Robin, I'm shocked she's in here. She usually ain't in here, but she's probably in here because I told them that you was gonna be on here.
Oh, that's love.
Yeah, of course. Duh. Come on, man. I usually don't say who's gonna be on here, but I had to let them know. I was telling Lisa, and we all in a group chat, so that's how they know. But I've been good. My week been cool. You feel me? Regular schmegler. You already know.
How's the babies?
They good. You feel me? Getting on my nerves.
Of course. Do you have children?
Nope, not yet.
Stepdaddy.
Stepdaddy.
Yeah,
Call y'all.
he mine.
Yeah.
Stepdaddy.
2 going on 30.
Okay, yeah. That's about
going
that
on
age.
30.
That's about that age.
I'm about to talk like
What's
this
the most
for rest of
difficult
night.
part of being a stepfather?
Oh, she coming off with the questions already.
Honestly, it's just making sure that I'm in community in everything I do with the mother.
Okay.
Because last thing you want to do is do something that you think is right, and they're like, okay, wait a minute, I don't do that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of alters the relationship when it comes to the child, whether it's a boy or girl.
Right.
So I just try to make sure I'm in constant communication no matter what I do.
Okay.
To give her that reassurance, like, okay, when he's with me, he's fine.
Right.
So that's,
Okay.
Okay, Feez.
Father present. involved?
Not at the moment. He got his own things he got going on that he got to reap and sow. So
Okay.
you know,
So you don't have
way,
to navigate that side of it yet.
either way it go, he good regardless.
Okay.
Meaning
I
his
hear you.
son.
Yeah.
That's right. Stand up guy. I like that. Where are the rest of you at? That's hard out here.
Shit.
No, I just
We
became
here.
I just became this version of myself. Like I
Okay.
wasn't this guy a few years ago, so I finally completely broken myself to rebuild myself.
Okay, I hear you.
Proud of you, Feez. That's what I'm talking about. Manifest that shit, my nigga.
Shut up. Shut up.
No, but yeah, you know, I have a 9-year-old son, and one of the most challenging aspects of being a co-parenting mother is finding somebody who is able to take on that role. I'm not going to just put anybody in that role. I think I told you about.
Oh yeah, that ain't happening with him. It's
My
not
son
even
is-
that
my
what you
son's
can
not having
do.
it.
What you can do is
Yeah.
Lil Nate, bro. You want me
Yeah.
to just
Go ahead.
Yeah. So we talking on the phone the other day, and what we talking about right now, we was having a conversation about, and her son gonna tell her, the niggas that have been around or you know that may just be friends regardless of anything, nigga, they ain't got enough money.
They ain't got enough money. My son is really big on, Mom, if you get a boyfriend, if you get married, that man has to be able to take care of you. He told me
Facts.
he should be able to take care of you. You should be able to save your money.
Facts.
He should be a man to take care of you.
There's a lot of truth to that.
And
Yeah.
he tells her that he's the man of the house. And she said, dawg, you the son of the house. I said, dawg, he the man of the house.
Yeah.
Have your son seen a lot of things you go through?
I haven't even gone through anything. So, you know, me and his father separated. I left his father when my son was a year and a half. I think on his first birthday, I decided, you know, I'm leaving. Took 6 months, got my own spot. We've
fast.
always co-parented. His father is married. He has stepchildren. You know, we've gone through our turmoil and stuff like that with that, but we're perfectly fine now, you know. But no, he hasn't seen me go through anything.
He just
No, sir. One relationship I had was cool. It ended, you know what I'm saying? But I think in the essence of what my son compares every man to is his father. You know, his father, I always tell people his dad is an asshole towards me, but when it comes down to the daddy shit, he got it on lock, and I have to give that to him. So, you know, now that we're at the point where our son is 9, he can communicate on his own, say who he wants to spend time with, who he doesn't. We don't have to talk that much. We're cool, but no, my son hasn't seen, not on my part, he hasn't seen nothing. I don't put up with too much.
facts.
Your son may be a government agent too. And what I mean by that is like, kids, there are a handful of kids out here that can tell when something's wrong.
Absolutely.
Kids have always been able to do
Absolutely.
that,
Not all
though.
of them. Some of them live their truth.
Majority.
Some of them live their innocent and their truth.
Yeah,
But there are
yeah.
some kids that will sit there and study their parents, just like how parents say, "Oh, I know you and I know everything about you."
Yeah.
Us is bringing up, we know just as much as y'all do,
And he ain't
what
got
y'all-
no filter.
Absolutely.
But that's how it got to be. If
But-
it comes out raw, it comes out authentic.
And we raised
Facts.
him. That's one thing that I do pride ourselves on, is that we raised him to be very vocal. We raised him to use his voice and say his truth. We don't suppress him at all. You know, there's a way, of course, we teach him, you know, it's not what you say, but how you say it.
Delivery.
Yeah, but his truth is his truth. And I think a lot of times we dismiss a child's greatness, their intuition and discernment, when we want them to be quiet. But kids are so pure. You know, they're the purest beings. We train them and program them to dim their light in a lot of respects, you know? So,
But at what point does it get? I get what you're saying, but at what point do you take it as disrespect? Like, cause most kids that speak out like that,
well, that's a...
it'd be like disrespectful, like not in a bad way, but you understand what I'm saying? Like somebody will say something to them and it come off all raw and authentic, but we were raised like you gotta respect your elders. So certain shit, you feel? Am I making sense?
Yeah, I think that's the difference between now generation parents and parents of old. Like I still have a lot of old school ways, and that's why I say I teach my son it's not what you say, but how you say it, but also when you say it. So you can feel a certain way. You know, it's the same thing in public. I'm mommy all day long. You respect, you stay in line, you stay in order. But if something is bothering him, he can always come to me and say, hey, Mom, you know, this is how I feel. This is how that made me feel. We operate along those lines, you know? And in that, I realized that a lot of times when parents feel like they're being disrespected, it's not. The parents don't like to be seen by their children.
Facts. That is facts.
You know, and then it's
to a certain extent.
They don't like to be, no, parents don't like to be seen by their children. Even more so because children are conscious. You have all these adults trying to be conscious and be aware of what's going on in the world, but a child is so pure. They're not tainted. They don't have the experiences that traumatize them yet, unless they, growing up in a traumatic situation.
Okay.
Kids can see, they discern.
Yeah.
So a lot of times parents don't like to be held accountable by a child. That hurt me. That made me feel this way. If a child can communicate that to you, and they say it with a valid emotion.
I hate that you saying this because
why are we discounting it as disrespect?
It's kind of partially the reason me and my oldest ain't talking right now because of.
You gotta make that right.
Of course I know that, but at the end of the day, it's just like it's still kind of like it's disrespectful though. Like I understand how you feel, but if I tell you to do something, you still got to do it.
No, back.
You understand what I'm saying?
Unless you're telling her to do something that's detrimental to herself, it's going to harm her. Yeah, you still got to do what I tell you to do. You might not like it in the moment, but you can communicate that later. But right now, I need you to get up and go do what I told you to do.
Okay.
So you feel like everything that your oldest is saying is always challenging?
I don't. First of all, she's a Capricorn. Second of all, I don't think it's challenging. It's just to the fact of I'll just give it to you this way. We got into an argument and I'm talking and she's talking over me. That's disrespectful as fuck, number one. But I can't really get too mad at her because she gets that shit from me. Second of all, you hang up in my face. That shit out. I don't give a fuck how you feel at the end of the day. I'm your father. You don't hang up in my face. Second of all, I don't care if we beefing or anything. If you want to make a major move, I feel like I should still be involved. I don't care if we see our differences or anything of that nature, but I'm still your father at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? I get how you feel. Like, that's one thing her mama prides herself on. Like, Jerron, I let her share her emotions and how she feels. I'm like, okay, I listen. I understand that. But at the end of the day, none of that shit really matters because if I tell her to do something, she still got to do it. I'm going to hear you, but, I don't really whoop my kids. I'm over that phase. It works, but I feel like you should only whoop your kids when it's necessary. Like, and we know when it's necessary our kids should be boom bop one time or two.
I'm about to say, because whoopings don't work with everyone.
They don't. Because
I've been beat 10,000 times and
yeah, me too.
Not ever.
Me too.
Correct. Nothing.
Me too. See, that's why I'm glad though. With my kids, I don't really gotta whoop them though. I just, raise my voice or act like I'm a whoop them and they get in line. You feel me? But they still. It only works so much. You feel what I'm saying? Right. There's only so much you can do. But other than that. What we're talking about is low key. You making me think about my oldest, and why me and her kind of aren't seeing now? 15. Yeah. So that don't make it no better. She at that age too.
And now it's like exploring her own.
Yeah, but I can let you explore that. But you out here getting piercings and you pierced up and you doing all this other shit. You feel what I'm saying? That shit don't sit well with me. It don't.
Would it have made you better? Would it have made you feel better if she would have said, "Hey, Dad, I want to get this piercing"?
Yes, she did it the very first piercing that she wanted, and I gave her the permission to get it.
So it's not even a matter of her getting the piercing. It's just the consultation.
The respect. It's the respect that.
Once you open up the door to one piercing,
no,
it was over.
No, it's not. But I'm going to break it down to you. It shouldn't be over because I gave her the permission to get what I got in my nose. You understand? This little ass piercing. Her mama takes her to get a septum piercing. That's one.
Okay.
Technically, it's a nose ring, but we didn't agree to that, especially when I had to talk her mom into letting her get a fucking nose piercing. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, usually the roles are reversed. Usually the mama allows the kids to do whatever they want behind the daddy's back, and then the daddy find out, and you feel what I'm saying? So in this instance, it was the other way around. It was like, all right, you feel me? Your mama don't like it. I'm gonna talk her into it. I talked her into it, and then y'all go overboard. Now my daughter got hella piercings in her ears, nose piercings, belly piercings. That shit out, bro.
it's too late. It's already happened.
It's exactly. But at the end of the day, where is?
I mean, I think as parents, sometimes we have to realize too that just like we have to pick our battles with our mate, we have to pick our battles with our children. So for me, if I was going to be picky,
I hate you so much.
If I was going to be picky about a piercing, I would have never let the nose piercing go down because then.
I'm not picky. It's the fact that you didn't call me before you did what you did.
But once you gave her
to
the
see
go,
how I feel about it, you gotta ask. You don't ask your parents how they would feel about something if you did something. The same shit that you talk about right now. You get what I'm saying? If my daughter is vocal enough to talk to me and tell me how she feel and she don't want to do this and you don't want to do that.
You just wanted to operate in your veto power.
What? What?
You just wanted to be able to say no.
Exactly.
You just wanted to be the one to just say no. Mama's on board, daughter's on board. You wanted to be consulted.
Who said I was going to say no?
But see, that's maybe what they were thinking when you agreed to the first
when
one.
I agreed to the first one.
But you gotta understand when there's certain certain piercings of the body part of a woman, and knowing that's your baby
at
girl,
that
you're
age,
like,
it ain't even the fact that
it's
my daughter,
okay,
bro.
but
It's
you're saying
the
that, but
fact
at
that
15,
it's that age, bro. That shit makes you
Right.
look older, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
We
At
know
the
the world
age-
that we fucking live in.
at the age she's at, maybe they're like, hey, you know what? He already said yeah to the first
Nah,
one.
not
so
when
we're
we
gonna go
talking on the FaceTime and y'all laughing and shit because I'm tripping out and y'all think this shit funny.
Because you tripping.
Why is that funny?
Because your power is in your stoicism. Your power is in your calm as a father. When you doing all that, that's like
Yeah, but
laughing.
I rarely do that.
Right, but you should have just been calm.
That's hard, bro. Especially when you're not in Vegas. Maybe if you were here, it would have been a different. If they were here, it would have been a different story.
No, the
But
outcome would have probably been knowing you. The outcome would have probably still been the same.
More than likely. More than likely.
You can't shy away from that one.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah, but
It's
you
gonna
know.
be the same. Ain't no. It's gonna be the same thing.
I think with our kids, we truly, especially when they get to a certain age, you got to pick your battles with them. You got to figure out, you're not moving from parent to friend, but you're more so teaching them how to operate in their frontal lobe, their decision making. You're helping them create better decision making skills. So it's not always that you should be able to say yes or no. If you do that, can you live with the consequences of that? And you have to be able to deal with if they say yes or no, because they're at an age where they're accountable for their own actions. You're not going to juvie for them doing something crazy. They are. You might have to pay the money for the lawyer, try to bail them out if you that
I just don't want
compassionate
my
of a
daughter to
parent.
end up like her mama. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I mean, we all know the saying: the fruit doesn't fall far from
I
the tree.
know, but you got me fucked up. I killed for my daughter. But listen,
But wait, if the
heard?
fruit don't fall far from the tree, and you got a mother and a father, like where's the fruit actually falling from? His
Exactly.
tree or her tree?
I mean, it's a combination
God
of both.
damn, it can't
It's
be.
a combination of both.
But
I mean, I've found, like, even with my co-parenting situation, my son is so much like his dad, right? But then there are little things about him. The things that irk me about my son are the direct reflections of me.
Yeah, his mouth.
And mouth
Yes,
is
very much
spelled-
so.
Mouth is spelled MOUFF.
Yes,
Him and
yes.
his mouth.
So, you know,
Facts.
I have to be able to deal with that. I have to understand what that is. That's me. So I was always one of the kids that was always
Damn,
asking why.
Oh my God.
Why? And my mama always said, when you have a kid, you're going to get that back 3 times.
Yo,
And it's true.
Because I do see a lot of me in Amaya.
It's
lot of me
So, you
in
know.
Amaya.
Yeah, but that's another thing too, is that if you have to worry about your child coming out like the parent, you should have probably thought about that before you made that parent, that person a parent.
Biggie.
You know? You gotta, that's why I always tell people in relationships, it's not always about love. You know, because love is such a natural emotion.
but
Like,
if
we
you-
come here loving.
Again,
But
men
you gotta
don't
find-
have power who we choose to have kids with.
What you mean? You
What do you
got,
mean? What I mean?
You got control over your nut.
but to
That
a
makes
certain-
no sense.
Go on.
To it. No, I'm going to explain this. To a certain extent, yes. But we all have those women out there who get pregnant off of niggas drunk. Shit happens. You have that shit happen. It happens in the world. Now, we can't tell you, say you want to have the baby, and we don't. We can't tell you not to have the baby. You know why? You know why? Because when you decide to keep the baby now and we don't want it, we consider deadbeats.
I don't know, because I'm not that type of.
No, I know you're not. I'm just
No,
speaking in
because
society in general.
I don't think anybody, and I think that sometimes we use that as an excuse.
What you mean? So if I get you pregnant and I don't want no parts of this
How
baby.
could you get me pregnant unless I want to be
Oh
pregnant?
my.
First of all, I'm gonna do everything in my power and in my being not to be
Why are you
pregnant.
making this?
No, because
Why he's punching on you?
Yeah, she making it so.
because what
difficult.
I'm saying is as a woman, right? Especially at my age, like I'm
Yes.
kicking 40 in the ass.
Yes.
So at my age, right?
Yes.
I'm not getting pregnant unless I want to be pregnant. That means before I even lay down with you,
Did you choose
I've
Nate's
done
daddy?
everything. Absolutely.
Okay.
That means at the same way I got not to be pregnant right now is the same way I had when I met him, and we made an agreement. We took care of that, got the IUD removed, I got pregnant. Like that. So what I'm saying to you is, so what it didn't take many tries. It was over.
Situations are really like that though.
But what I'm saying is that when we say, oh, you can't control who you get pregnant, you're a lie. It's a lie.
I mean, yes,
It's a
because we
lie.
can pull out, wear condoms,
No,
like get all that
because
other shit,
Even from
or that. But
even from the woman's perspective, if I don't want to get pregnant, I'm not getting pregnant. It starts with first deciding if I'm gonna lay down with you that way. Second of all, I'm bringing my own party favors. That means I'm bringing my own condoms. To you wearing a condom?
You're not
All
gonna
right?
trap her today.
Not today.
I'm
Not today,
speaking from a
Satan.
point to where, from a place where.
Of negligence. That's what happens when you have children by mistake.
I
Oops.
guess you could say that.
There's no, I
Yes.
guess
But-
that's what it is.
But what I'm saying is, say we both don't want no kids. We both fucked with no condom, whatever. We know the situation that we're in. We're putting ourselves in, right?
So
now
would you
hold on, let me
ahead,
finish.
go ahead,
We
go
go
ahead.
into the situation knowing that we don't want kids, but let's just say we drunk one night, you don't get up or I don't pull out, whatever the fuck. You end up pregnant. At this very instance, we're both now in control. The moment the woman says that she wants to keep the baby, the man has no more power. Zero. No control. None. Zero. But if it's the other way around,
You relinquished your control, your power, and your authority.
Why you keep going
When
back
you
to
decide to
But
lay
are you
down
listening to what I'm saying?
I
she
hear
is,
you.
and she's countering what you're saying.
We both don't want children. None of us. But we are in that situation to where a kid could be conceived. Okay?
My mind don't even compute.
But you understand how you had an agreement with Nate's daddy? You understand what I'm saying? An agreement. You knew what you was doing.
Right.
So if we both go into this situation knowing what we're doing and we both agree regardless
But
if you
when
get
is
pregnant
there-
or not,
But
we
when
don't
is there
want
ever
kids.
a chance? When is there ever a time when you don't know what you're doing?
I'm not saying we don't know what we're doing. I'm saying
If I know if I lay down with this person
and you have the potential to get
and I
pregnant,
have
but
there is a guarantee that biologically
not
our
a
body's
guarantee.
gonna do what they do.
it's not a guarantee that you get pregnant.
So that's a gamble you're willing to take.
I guess, yeah.
Then at that moment you gambled your choice.
Both of us.
No, you did.
No, both of us. There's no.
Once you plant your seed, you can't tell a woman not to grow it
Why can't you?
because her body's gonna grow it.
Okay, but we can also get rid of the plant.
You relinquish your right to that choice when you
Why
decided
is
to
that?
seed in her.
You're making that we're reeling into my why is that? Because
she's
the
telling
moment
you.
hold on, the moment we want the kid and you don't, now all of a sudden,
It's her body.
all right, I'm gonna leave it there.
So pretty much you're saying.
I'm gonna leave it there.
No, I
What?
see what you're
That-
saying. So
I'ma
pretty
leave
much what
it
he's trying
there.
to say is it's a double standard for women to be
Facts.
judged. You're an executioner for something that they want, but when we want the child, it has to be like,
Can you carry that child?
No, you
we
can't.
carry a million of them.
Is that your wife?
We
no.
carry a million of them.
Well, it depends on the circumstance.
So it
We can't-
depends on the
we're
circumstance,
asking, yeah,
right?
we're asking.
So-
we're reaching for stuff that was not.
This
a
is what
solidified
I would
situation.
tell all men who come up with this argument.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you for sure want a child with that woman,
It's all on the man, bro. It's all on us.
it's your seed.
It's all on us.
Be careful where you plant your
It's
seed.
all on us. It's always all on us.
Just be careful. It always is because at the end of the
Get the
day,
fuck outta
you're
here.
the one who has the
This
seed.
is a two-way street. It ain't fucking all on us.
What I'm saying is you release a seed into a woman, right? You're giving her something. It's ultimately her choice to keep it or get rid of it. It's her body.
Oh my God.
You can't say you have to carry this child for 9 months. You're not the one who's dealing with it.
And if we decide to not want to be in the kid's life, then what? Why
I'm-
are we
I'm
made
all
out to
for-
be deadbeats
I'm
and
all for-
ain't shit niggas and all this other
So
shit?
in
works
situations
both
like
ways.
that, no. In
It
situations
does.
like that, let me tell you. In situations like that, right? I am a proponent of you don't get child support if this man is telling you not to have this baby. You need to have him sign over his rights and be that single mother that you chose to be.
But most women ain't having no nigga sign over no
But see,
rights.
but I'm speaking from the
this nigga down, put him on child support, do all this other shit.
I'm speaking from the perspective of now.
A rare woman is where
now,
you
like I'm like I said, I'm kicking 40 in the ass.
I
like
told you, Feez.
I'm knocking on the door. So I'm knocking on the door.
One, bro.
40.
How many women do you know that saying some shit that she's saying?
And I've had my experiences. So
not many, but a lot of women haven't even crossed that path yet, for us to even, you know what I'm saying, label everybody like that. But she is.
I'm talking from us growing up.
Oh yeah, no,
to now,
it's
like
slim.
from
it's slim.
It's
slim.
It's slim.
Very
Even
slim.
which makes it worse because.
True.
It only gets worse. What you mean? You feel me? The younger generation? Come on now.
My experiences
I feel bad for my. I don't want to say bad for my boys, but they gonna be in for it.
No, because you just teach them like the girls, it's the city girls right now, and the ones that's turning up like that, the mamas, the ones that's my age and still trying to hold on to their youth.
Yeah.
And raising the kids, our children's age, just tell your kids to stay away from them. You know the mama, if the mama like that, you can 99% guarantee that the little girl has that mindset.
That's a little high of a percentage, but
yeah, because
99% of the city girls, the little girls are watching everything their mamas is doing. And it's very scary because at my son's age, girls are aggressive.
But there's nothing wrong with an aggressive female.
What I'm saying
depends on how aggressive.
Kids.
A lot of
they kids.
But are they really kids?
My son's age, she better be a little girl.
I'm saying some kids are like we talking about
ahead of their time,
way ahead of you. Feel what I'm saying? Like you definitely gotta. I'm saying they're young. That's a young age to be thinking about anything outside of what their age bracket.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But
what I'm saying is this.
So you think she got that from her mama?
Absolutely. Where'd she get it from?
Could be, other people, aunties, cousins. It could happen elsewhere.
Then you have to
not
judge.
just a mama. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, but then sometimes you got to figure out. Okay, well, you got to tell your children. Like I tell my son, I refer to the Bible a lot. Joseph in that colorful coat. Son, you want to wear that jacket? You want that jacket?
Talk to him.
You want to wear that jacket? You want that jacket that says you a bad kid? You want to be that jacket that says you steal? You want to wear that jacket that says you cuss at school? Okay, well, if them kids is wearing that jacket, pieces of that jacket get attached to you. You don't want that on you. So we call it the jacket. My son already knows. We don't do that.
I'm like you, T.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because
you didn't grown up.
I have. But we really are very intentional. That's one thing, like with co-parenting, it's so dope, is that you can get on one accord with your co-parent when y'all not
that's crazy.
when y'all not dipping and dabbling. I think a lot of people have co-parenting issues because they still really have strong emotions for their co-parent. And then a lot of times, especially with people in our age group, from what I've found, what I've seen, what I've observed, is that they still fucking their baby mama or baby daddy.
Sneak dicking.
And then you wonder why you still got issues. There's no way my son is 9 years old and I should still have issues with my son's dad. Like, that's crazy. And I think that I was very intentional when I left.
My daughter's 9 and I'm having issues with my baby mama.
But why though?
And we ain't had sex since before my daughter was born.
But I can see why, because you like to have a lot of control.
Of what?
Everything.
Nah, to a certain extent. When my kids is different. My kids, I wasn't raised that way to be that way with my kids.
But you have to understand,
I let the mothers have a lot of control.
Right, but so then why y'all have issues?
Don't ask me that question.
All you have to do is not pick up your phone.
Wait, what? Even the issues come when you pick up the phone.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's when you hang up the phone.
Okay, and even when you don't, it's still an issue. I still have to see my child.
Right. So we only gonna talk about our child. All this other stuff that you feeling.
That's the case now. But I mean, that's always been the case, to keep it a bean. But it's like I've always been the bad guy for some odd reason.
That's okay. We always gonna be a bad guy in somebody's story.
Talk. I felt it.
No, I feel what she's saying, but I'm just trying to get to the point of having issues with your baby mama and you ain't got to be fucking. That shit happens. Right,
but you have to get to a point of maturity where you say, okay, where is this issue stemming from? Is it communication?
I have no clue.
But she's telling you.
But what I'm saying is that if every time you pick on the phone and it's steam on the other line, you have the power to hang up your phone.
Yeah, then I also have to take a risk of not seeing my daughter.
Okay, so text me and tell me what you want to say.
I still have a risk of not seeing my daughter.
Then
that's what you're not understanding.
You gotta.
I have to play a role because at any given time, the fucking script could flip at any time. I could see my daughter for 9 months straight, no problems, right? The moment I might say something wrong in her opinion, I won't see my daughter. Now it's back to the court order.
How old is your daughter?
9.
Your daughter's 9?
Yes, my second is 9. Zariah is 9.
Okay, so at 9, the conversation really should just be like, am I picking her up from school? Is she out here?
Yeah.
Okay, am I picking her up from school? What days I have her? Okay, cool. Do she need something? Okay, cool. Outside of that?
I mean, that is what it is. That's pretty much it, but...
You keep saying but after.
No, because I'm saying like it... I could say something wrong in regards to my child, or
so you allow her to use your child as a carrot.
I can't allow. What do you mean allow?
Because I want to tell you.
What do you want me to do? I've already been to court. We've already missed me with that shit.
It's equal parenting.
I've already been there. Missed me with that shit. Been there.
I don't know.
Been there. Been there. I'm keeping it all the way a beam. Been to court. Done that trial. Done it all. And
it sounds like you're not exercising all your resources.
Yet, what if you got another way for me, let me know.
I don't know.
I'm looking at both of y'all.
All I'm saying is
if you got another way, let me know.
Continue to be consistent.
All I'm saying is be consistent by your agreement and all that extra.
You feel me?
I
asked for extra time for my child, nigga. Yet I can't get more time with my daughter, nigga. If I want my child to come spend a week with me every other week, it's not happening. Why is that not happening? You understand what I'm saying? My daughter wants to go to school with her brothers.
You and her gotta have.
It's not happening.
You and her gotta have.
Is she in a relationship with someone?
Who? My baby mama?
Yeah.
No.
Why? She got too much time on her hands.
Even when she is, it don't matter.
Yeah, she just got too much time.
It's all about my daughter. All I say, bro, give me a year. That's all I ask for. Give me a year. Let her go to school with her brothers. Let's see how it works. Let's give it trial and error. Let me be the fucking parent for once.
She got hobbies?
Who?
The baby.
I don't know. I'm not in her life. Like you just explained.
I'm just
to
saying,
me.
does she work?
No, I don't. Yes, but I don't give a fuck about anything extra that she got.
No, because what I'm saying is like usually a mature woman. Like, let me tell you something. So like when me and my son's dad was having issues or whatever, right? And it was more so like the disrespect that I was perceiving, right? It was a disrespect. Like you want to play in my face and things like that. Like little things that we do when we immature. You know, fresh breakup, all that stuff. Cool. But I found like when I really focused on myself, got intentional about my own healing, man, everything started coming out right. I graduated college during COVID, bought my house. Everything is straight. Like once you focus on yourself and you doing you, like all that other baby mama, baby daddy stuff, like I don't understand how people do that. Like it really just takes, you have to have a made up mind. Like, look, this is just my co-parent. I'm gonna lean on him when I need him because I got shit to do. And when I start doing that, like, hey, you say you want your son more? Let me use this free time to go bust these books down real quick. Instead of busting it down in the club, I was busting them books down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really just where people are in their life. And that's why I say, like, you know.
A lot's happened with my 9-year-old. Yeah. And I don't really want to touch on certain parts because it's just going to piss me off.
Yeah.
Because
sometimes it's good to talk about it.
After the instances that happened to her, I feel like I should have had more control over the situation. But yet, my daughter remains where she is. Long story short, she went through what, I don't want to say majority women, but a lot of women go through when they're young. I'm going to leave it there. You can take it how you want to take it. Put your mind where you want to put it, but it wasn't a good incident. And I don't appreciate the fact that I've brought in this up and it's a track record behind it, and I still don't have the power that I feel like I deserve or the time that I feel like I deserve with my child.
Yeah.
Because after the situation happened, I felt like she needed her father more than she needed her mother.
How come it couldn't be just a joint thing? Having a balance of both.
My baby mama has had her for a long time.
And I understand that, but it's almost sound like it's a pendulum effect with you. Like when certain things happen, she needs her father. When certain things happen, she needs her mother, but she still needs me. Sometimes you gotta find that balance in both and be like, yo, okay, whatever happens, cool. Pull the baby mama or wherever you want to call her to the side. I'm like, yo, we gotta get a handle on this. Even right now, how you saying No matter what you do, it's always hear me out. It's always a situation with her to the point where you can say one thing and she pulled a child away from you. Sometimes you gotta just pull up on her on a random day and be like, yo, me and you gotta talk. Me and you gotta find a common ground, no matter how long it take, so I can be in this child's life.
I'll try.
What you're doing is it gets to a point where things heat up. Yeah. And you back off. Nah, fuck that. Sometimes you gotta
I don't ever back off.
You gotta be willing. You gotta be willing to go through hell and high water.
But then the police ends up at my door. She ends up lying, talking about it. I'm gonna kill her, bro. It's a lot
but that's
of
when,
shit,
that's
bro.
when you gotta. In that case, then
family
you never
court
knew her.
mediation works.
That
wonders.
worked too. You gotta be. You gotta be. Hear me out. Hear me out. I got this. You gotta be able to know this person that you're talking about and know what's gonna trigger her too, and still get your point across. Sometimes you may go in and be like, this, and she's like, hold on, wait a minute, nigga. I have the power over not keeping her from you. Sometimes you gotta completely bring yourself to your knees and be like, you know what? What do I have to do? 100%. I'm not here to go back and forth with you. I'm just here to make sure that this child has a stable relation and a stable environment on both sides. That's where they gotta be. Now I know in your head you like, I done that, this, that, and third. I get you. I feel you, bro. But sometimes you gotta take the third step. Hey, so and so, let's go to counseling. Or hey, so and so, we need to go to family court to figure this out. That's what it got to be. Sometimes you got to get the legal system involved to show her you not playing on how serious you think about being in this child's life.
They are involved.
Then if that's the case, then you got to stay persistent on it and make sure everything fall through. If your voice is not enough to make something right, use the legal system across the board and stay on their neck. And it suck. It got to be like that because it should be. It suck like that because it should be
easier without that shit.
And a co-part, bro. Here's the thing: every relationship ain't gonna be like that.
It's not a relationship, nigga. We just co-parents, and nigga, we don't need to have a relationship.
That's a relationship.
If I want my child for 2 weeks, I should be able to have her for 2 weeks.
Y'all gonna always
How many fucking fathers out there are like that? How many baby mamas got baby daddies like that?
Not many, but
nigga,
I'm
let's
saying,
keep it a beat.
You and her gonna have a relationship regardless of the fact because y'all brought this young girl into the world.
I got you.
So no matter how you look at it, it's a relationship. I mean, you ain't got to lay down with her and do all the extra shit, but it has to be a stable relationship for her. Both of y'all got to take yourself out the equation and look at her. And mind you, I'm just talking from a outside standpoint because I'm not a parent yet, but I do got a lot of homies. I do got a lot of homegirls at one time that was going through this stuff. And I don't know why people come to me, but I'm blessed they do, and I just give them the honest insight that I see. So when I get to that point, I don't make these mistakes.
Yeah. It's a matter of just surrendering ego. And it's difficult too when women use a child, or women are men, because I know men who do it to their baby mamas too. Like, it goes both ways. So it's not like you the only man going through it. It's women going through it. All across the board, it's really just childish and immaturity, like when you use a child like that. So, I mean, the best bet for you to do in that case is family court mediation. If she don't want to listen to you, get a mediator involved.
And the more you stay persistent, they're going to start coming to her like, listen, this man has tried to contact you through all type of avenues, and you're not. Here's these papers.
Yeah.
See you in a certain amount of days.
I mean, I get it.
Real talk. But I mean,
my sister on my head at these comments, but
Nikki.
Yeah, she think I ain't paying attention or I ain't listening, but because she knows her little brother. But I'm listening, Nikki.
Yeah.
I hear y'all. Cause she knows I'm very combative. So
we know.
But I appreciate the advice, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
because the worst thing is, is when men feel powerless in situations like that. And it's like, you really not powerless. You might have to fight differently, more strategically to get your way legally, to have it be a fair share situation with the child. But I mean, if you already have a child custody decree, right? I know support. So yeah, you have a custody agreement, right?
Yeah, I pretty much. They only gave me visitation. Long story short. So I only get her Sunday and Monday.
Okay. You can always go back to court and try to get that time.
I've done that, T.
Yeah, and they won't do it?
They didn't give me more time.
And keep going until they do.
I legitimately asked for every other week, legitimately.
Yeah.
Sunday, I'm off Sunday, Mondays. we all know I play football Sundays, or you feel me, or you feel me, I'm out there. I could always
we'll
cut that
more
shit.
About that.
No, I can always cut that shit short. I can always, you feel me, put that shit to the side. But that's one fucking day.
Right.
It's Monday. She's in school.
Right. So it's not really like a full
It's not.
day.
You're not.
Yeah.
What did you give me?
Right.
What the fuck did you give me? Nothing. You ain't gave me shit.
Right.
One day ain't enough. I get her Saturday when I get off work, and keep her Monday till she goes to school.
Yeah.
It's not enough time at all. My daughter's 9 years old. It's not enough time.
Ooh, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we can.
I got you. Okay. I got you.
I'm glad we're talking about this shit because this is a subject I don't really talk about with too many people.
Yeah.
But now everyone who's watching now knows.
It's co-parenting.
I'm one of the type of niggas though that go through a lot of shit, and you'll never know that I'm going through a lot of motherfucking shit until I finally break down. You know, T, you've been around for a long time, so. But talking about it, I feel a little better. But you know, it still ain't. It's everybody say Vegas is an equal rights stage until it ain't, and that's just really how it is.
Yeah.
I feel like from Jump Street, women shouldn't have that much power in a courtroom regardless. I feel like they should all look at the whole fucking thing, everything. If the mama making more money than the daddy, then I don't feel like he should be having to pay child support or as much as they try to make motherfuckers pay in general. I feel like child support really shouldn't even exist. Child support is for niggas who don't want to be in their kid's life, and that's real live shit. Not for niggas niggas that want to be daddies and fathers. That shit ain't meant for them. Even if they're forced to be a daddy and fathers. You're looking at an individual who wasn't expecting to have kids. I had my daughter, my oldest. She kept me out of a lot of dark fucking places, and she made me fucking man up to the man that I am today. You feel me? They just kept coming after that, but
they didn't just keep coming after
they
that.
Did.
You humped for them.
Oh my god,
you humped for them
like a motherfucker.
You humped for them.
I mean, I did. You feel me? It ain't no
dry after that.
Man. Backstroking, all of
definitely
that.
Did. You feel me? It is what it is, though, man. People ask me like, how you deal with it. I mean, honestly, it gets easier as the more you keep going. The more you have, it gets a little easier.
Does it?
Because it's a trial and error with each one.
Ooh, child.
You learn from the children that you have. You learn what to do and what not to do. You understand what I'm saying? You don't raise each child the same.
Yeah.
Because you learn something from everyone that comes before or after.
I don't know. I got one try. That's it.
Yeah, you feel me? You one and done.
One and done. That's it.
Praise to y'all that's out there with the one and done.
Man,
you feel me? Because
sat my ass right on down.
This guy over here can't do the one and done.
No.
I'm done now, but
Man.
I'm done now, but you feel me? But then again, I don't know because I don't like odd numbers, but I'm going to leave it there.
Oh.
To the baby mamas out there that may be potentially looking at Biggie right now, ass may be next.
Nah,
be ready.
not at all.
Make sure you pick a good one.
Shut up.
Okay, so I got a question from one standpoint. What is a good one?
You know, like it goes back
not
to,
a baby mama, a mother.
It goes back to what I was saying. You really got to find somebody that you like, in the sense of
love.
Love is such a natural. You never go with love.
Like when you're happy or
why
when
do you
you're
go
mad?
with like then? Like comes before that.
No, it doesn't.
So like comes after love?
What I'm saying is that you got to find somebody that you can consistently like. Like I can love you, but I don't like you.
I hate you, T. Good shit.
I love you, but you're not my friend. I like you and you're my friend. I like you and I can share all these things with you. Like,
but you can like someone and not be all that either.
But what I'm saying is then you don't like them. I have to like you enough to like you through all the season. I think that's another thing too.
See what you did there.
I think that's another thing too is that, and I always say this, you never know a person 100 until you see them through all seasons. I need to see you through grief. I need to see what you like when you down bad. I need to see what you like when you up. I need to see what you like when you mad. I need to see what you like when you hungry, horny, sleepy. I need to see all of it.
What you just said, that's a big one as far as mad, because when a person is mad at you, it really shows their true colors, how they feel about you and how they think about you.
Facts.
So to me, I will piggyback more off of when a person's mad at you.
Right.
When they're mad at you, but they can still be like, you know what? We can talk.
Right, but then,
rather than ghost.
Yeah, I hate
rather
going
than
to
don't
bed.
say nothing.
I hate
rather
motherfuckers
than,
that disappear.
Exactly, that's weird.
That
And
is
then-
weird as fuck because
and
we ain't
then they
never
come
gonna
back.
get nowhere.
Then a lot of people come back on their
Facts.
time thinking it's good, and the whole time you be like,
no,
I'm about
because
to
I'm
do
the
some
type
fuck
of
shit.
nigga, bro. If you like, if you do something to piss me off and you don't allow me to get my feelings out, nigga, you're gonna 9 times out of 10 not want to fuck with me no more because now I need to figure out. You feel me? I can't do that. We got to have a conversation. I need to know how you feel about the situation. I need you to hear me out about the situation so we can move forward. Because I hate going to bed angry.
But you
I'm
have
one of
to
them type of
find out
niggas.
how people fight in relationships. How do you handle conflict? And I think a lot of times when we are dating people, courting people, getting to know people, hunching on people, all that good stuff, we be so blinded by like lust, infatuation. You don't even be really
Temptation.
liking the motherfucker.
Man,
you just like
you just wanna
you just
dig
like
a
the
motherfucker.
chemical
Damn.
releases that they
Yeah,
give you, that
yeah.
dopamine and
The
that serotonin.
the idea of what's behind it.
Behind it.
Yeah.
You don't even like that person. You just like how they make you
T, I
feel.
knew there was a reason I brought you here tonight.
And so you don't really get to know that person. Like I'm nosy.
My whole life about to change.
I'm
after tonight.
nosy. I want to
so many
know.
motherfuckers on your head.
I want to know what you like. I want to know all them things. I'm trying to be your best friend.
Because you actually are interested to.
I'm trying to be your best friend. Shit.
Hey man,
Talk to me like you talk to your homeboys.
What'd you tell me on the phone the other day? Your number one
Man.
female be the best friends.
A
nigga.
man's number one
For
woman
real, nigga.
is the woman that is his
The
best friend.
nigga.
The one that he
And you
can
don't even
talk
gotta
to.
be fucking, nigga. Just
Let me tell you.
just talk to her about anything.
Right. So, Erykah Badu
Facts.
always, how everybody had this thing with Erykah Badu, like, oh, all the men fall for Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
She be putting them under her little voodoo.
Yeah.
And she'll always say that my greatest asset about me is not between my legs,
Yes.
it's between my ears, my
Facts,
brain.
nigga.
Like,
Facts.
what makes men draw to her? She'll tell you. I listen to them.
Facts.
When a woman learns how to
Man.
listen to men, like instead of listening to talk back and come, like if we
Man.
just sit there and just listen to a man.
And respond
Listen
to
to
not
a man.
down talk, but to under man.
But you don't even,
listen.
9 times out of 10, a man don't even want you to respond. 9 times out of 10, a man wants you to not respond. Sometimes your response is not even what you
Fact.
say, but what you
Damn,
do.
T.
How you make that man feel. You know what I'm saying? Like he's sitting here pouring his heart out. Go pour that man some juice or some water.
So what you're saying is more women have to be more of a soundboard when their man is feeling a type of way.
Where
that
else
means
can
just to hear him out.
where else can a man vent? He ain't gonna talk to his homeboys about his deep.
Hey,
intimate
ladies, if
feelings.
y'all listen, y'all better pay a
Absolutely.
fucking attention
And
because she giving y'all
the
some
part
gems.
where the misconception happened, because there are certain women out there. I'm not saying all women, so I don't want y'all to think
Yes.
I'm doing that. A lot of women will use that against a man.
So that
Yeah, he's
that
too
goes back.
emotional,
that
nigga.
goes-
You're too
that
in your
goes back
feelings, all that
to-
other shit.
That goes back to like emotional maturity, right? Like I think that comes from women who didn't have a father. And this is where it comes like into
about to
play.
get
Like I didn't
deep.
grow up with my father, but I had wonderful male figures who were father figures, uncle figures. Like I've been blessed to have many mothers and many fathers. I say that, right?
Yes.
All the time. And I think for the most part, women who never seen their dads express emotion or seen men close to them express emotion,
They
like
don't know how
not
to handle
anger and stuff like that, like they don't know how to handle it.
What type of emotion outside of anger are you talking about? Like a
Sadness.
nurturing? Oh,
Like
okay.
a man-
I got you.
Even a father who is
Got you. I
nurturing,
got you.
right?
Mhm.
Like if a woman doesn't know how to respond to those emotions in a man, and she's always used to a man yelling, being dominant,
being a
controlling,
thug,
like that, all that.
Yeah.
Then when
yeah.
you are intimate, like when you're open, when you can acknowledge your own emotions and you cool with yourself as a man, your manhood, and none of that stuff diminishes you.
Facts. You talking to a nigga right here.
Like if a woman can't handle that, then that ain't the woman for
'Cause
you.
nigga-
Because she's gonna use everything that you say and do
Against you.
in that realm against you.
'Cause I'm
and
an
then,
emotional nigga.
man, and it's okay to acknowledge sometimes that men are, he's being a little emotional. But it's okay because with a woman, it's supposed to be his safe space,
So
right?
a woman should never say a man is too emotional.
Not to him.
But
So
to
she
her
can have
friends,
girl talk
that
and
should
all
be
that
the,
stuff.
so
See,
you
and-
should be destroying his reputation outside.
No,
Not to
no.
his face, do it behind his back, is what you saying?
So I have a code, right?
Yeah.
Like my code is I really don't vent to my friends about my man. Like if I'm really serious about him, I don't vent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
because
I don't vent. Like you gotta be
Rare.
smart. Like you don't
Yeah.
talk. There's just things. Like if you're serious with a man, you don't vent about your relationship
about
to your
certain things.
girlfriend.
Bad things or the good. You vent about
I'm
the good
not
things,
venting
not the
about
bad things.
shit. I'm not venting about shit.
Why? Is that because you don't trust your homegirls?
It's not a matter of trust. It's about confidentiality. Why should I let you know what's going on over here? Just conversely, even with the bad things, I never talk about the bad things in my relationship until I'm ready to leave that motherfucker. Or I'm already out.
That's crazy to hear because, as you know, I've been around mostly women my whole life, and usually, I can't say all the women I've been around, but usually you hear them talk about their relationships with their homegirls.
Yeah. It happens. It goes down.
I see the problem with that though. Even us as men, we do it. You feel me?
Right.
We talk to our niggas about what's going on with this shorty and this shorty, and then the instant that my mans might see the shorty that I just told this nigga about 5 minutes ago with another nigga. Now you feel me? Like
that shoulder to cry on.
Man, listen. It's
penis
crazy
to grind on. Don't tell your homeboys about your girlfriend.
It's crazy as fuck that you said that, bro. But I've always been the one that you can low key come talk to me about your shit because I'm not going to creep up. I'm not one of them type of niggas that try to fuck on any of my friends, wives, girlfriends, any of that other shit.
My last little relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it. So the dude was like, I'm so into my own thing, got so much stuff going on. Mm-hmm. My son got basketball practice 3-4 times a week. I'm finishing school. I'm doing all these things. Not paying attention. I think that was like a fault too. Like, you got to keep your eyes open, lady. No matter how good you got and what you got going on, you got to still pay attention. So he was being a little flaw.
Him?
Oh yeah. So when everything,
here we go.
So when everything got exposed, and mind you, you know, the exposure never comes from a stranger. You know what I'm saying? There's always an insider in your camp that's watching, fellas.
Damn rats.
So, you know,
I don't trust no nigga I hang around.
But the thing is that if you screwing over a good woman and a man with any type of decency sees it.
I knew he was going to say something. I was waiting for it.
I know you can. Run that back. Run that back.
I'm just talking shit, Feez.
No.
What you say now?
There's some truth to that.
Relax.
He said
certain niggas.
Okay.
Certain niggas.
Okay.
Listen,
if I
us
call
as
you,
men know our niggas, bro.
No. If I call you my friend, which I do, it ain't gonna be now time.
Let me explain.
That's somebody that you bring to the table.
Because that's how I carry.
She could just be whatever.
You already know how I carry myself. You already know how I carry myself.
It's fucking nerve
because it ain't got shit to do with you.
Exactly, but I'm just saying like how I get down. I don't get down with none of the homies.
Me neither.
None of the homies, girls.
Me neither.
When I see you, either have
me neither. How long though?
Huh?
How long? T, I'm gonna give. Hold on. Let me have this conversation. How long until? No, let me ask you this question. How long is a girl off? Like, say I'm with a female. How long do I have to be with the female for her to be off limits?
She's off limits the moment you open your mouth to her.
Even after?
Even after. I don't.
He's a real nigga. Not too many niggas move by that code,
but
bro.
I'm just saying, like that's how I was structurally raised.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell that you can just have a conversation. You could just say hi to a girl. That's a part of you. I'm not gonna
even
be like,
if I don't fuck.
No, that's the same. Like you carry yourself the same way. There's a lot of people. What she said, a lot of people that build shit off of lust. Now, like I said, this is the new character of me.
Yeah,
I'm talking for what I know and what I'm willing to do now.
I applaud you.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The old me would have probably did some shit like that. But like I said, I had to break myself to rebuild myself in the person that I am now. So everything I'm doing now, I have to walk and talk the way that I do.
Feez, bro.
Straight up. So the moment that you say hi to her, like that, like because I got nothing. And you know what?
Please make sure the right homeboy in the crew say hi to me. Don't let it be your fucked up friend. Say hi to me before your fucked up friend. Say hi to me.
No, see, listen.
But no, I like how you move like that. But no, real talk.
We come from the era where our girlfriends, boyfriends are usually friends with our friends. You understand what I'm saying by that?
Right.
You know what I mean by that?
Like everybody kind of grew up together type
like if everybody in the clique,
everybody in the circle together.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like trust used to be real big back then. But back then is when the most shit used to happen because
everybody was so close.
Everybody was so close, so you wouldn't even think like, oh nah, they would never. But whole time
it became
they
a
really,
whole pod.
Yes,
it's
they really two peas in a fucking pod while you at work fucking doing what you doing. Mm-hmm. But it's certain niggas
y'all leave y'all girl at home with y'all boy?
No. I'm talking about outside of the house. You feel me? Like let's just say we in a relationship. Feez is having the event. Mm-hmm. I'm at work. You want to go to Feez event. One of my boys could be there. You and one of the members in the circle could be at 9 times out of 10 is going to be at Feez's party. Whole time you going for one of the homeboys. I would never. Niggas we ain't never paying no attention to that because niggas used to be that close. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, all right, yeah, baby, go ahead. I trust Feez, but I'm not thinking about everyone else. You feel what I'm saying? But now that I'm 33 fucking years old, I pay attention to everything. You feel what I'm saying? So it's certain niggas that I hang around that I know I can't bring. No.
I'll take it.
No,
I'll
I'm not bringing you around this nigga. None of that, because I know the type of nigga he is. But at the same time, if I do bring you around and you take the bait, that also shows me the type of female that you are. I miss the days where females used to tell they niggas or even they boos or whoever they talking to, like, hey, you know your mans was trying to holler at me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Women don't do that shit no more. 9 times out of 10, they don't do that because they see a piece in this nigga that they don't see in the nigga that they fucking with. So now they on some, you feel what I'm saying, on some other shit. But go ahead, Feez.
I'll take it a step further. The simple part is it's the homie's fault that shit happens too. Anybody around me, and if I'm lying, they could be in the comments right now, call cap with me. There's not around where I have a homie, whether it's Vince, CJ, who else? It's a few people in my mind all over the place. If I'm around their girl and they're not there,
facts. I'm looking out for her, nigga. Facts.
Like, what are you
nigga,
on?
fuck is you doing, nigga?
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell my homie, but
Facts.
I got confidence in all of my homies right now that I could be somewhere without Essence. That's my part. That's my lady name. And I got confidence in Biggie and CJ and Vince. I just use them as because that's people come to mind.
Yeah, you good.
Knowing that she knows how to represent me.
Right.
When I'm away, I can stamp that.
Mm-hmm.
But if something's going on that it may look weird and stuff like that, I know one of them going to step in and be like, yo, what you got going on?
Facts,
Right.
nigga.
Now I'm on the phone with Feez. He on his way to do whatever.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. We got to bring back
Facts.
that when you see some fuck shit that's going on with your lady.
Too much shit
It don't have to be nothing. It don't have to be nothing confrontational.
Right.
Hey, you know what's going on.
Right.
This ain't even that, homie. Straight up.
Even homegirls
Right.
don't do that shit though,
Right.
bro.
But you gotta think about
Homegirls
it.
let that shit slide.
But the
Like,
thing about it
bitch,
is-
I ain't gonna tell your nigga, but whole time you know that bitch is wrong.
But
you
you know
know
what?
she got a good nigga.
And you know what? That's them though.
But the bitches,
I'm speaking for the men
the
that
homeboy,
that should be talking and
even
walking
for the
a certain
women
way.
and the men that do see the shit and don't report it now because they're already scheming and plotting to be on the same shit that they just saw the other nigga
And
on.
they dirtbags.
You feel what I'm saying?
And they dirtbags. straight up.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Like I said,
see,
so
I'm glad you came tonight because
anybody we around, and you know what I'm talking about. It's not going down like that.
Yes.
I can't let it go down like that. That put me on some sucker shit too.
Facts.
Cause when shit blow up,
yes,
you was there. Wait, why
Facts.
you didn't?
Shout out to Mouth too, because you know
I totally forgot about
what we're
Chris too, but
talking
I'm just
about
like,
now kind of
straight
just
up.
not happened, but it was almost there. But
We
niggas
gotta bring
don't
back
really.
we gotta bring back that
Yes,
safe space because
yes,
sometimes it will be
yes.
times where
I would
can't
never-
go somewhere, but she still got to go to represent me.
Facts.
And if I have the confidence to know that one, she's gonna represent me, I already got that. But two, if some fuck shit happened or whatever, I know my guys that know me and know me well, especially if I'm on the way, they gonna step in and be like, nah, that's not what it is.
Facts.
Or even if she is fouling out, you could be like, hey bro, this is what I seen. So when I bring it to her,
Facts.
I have confidence and be like, yo, Biggie, come over, let me holler at
Facts.
you. You said you seen this, she said it's not,
Facts.
so what's going on?
Nigga, I'm the type of nigga. I'm gonna let her fall while I'm letting you know what's going on. I ain't even gonna interrupt the shit. I'm gonna let it keep going, just so you can, so I know my mans can know that you foul as fuck. Because most of the time they try to plead they innocent when you catch them in the act and you say something in the act. I'm gonna catch you, but I ain't gonna. Go keep going. Just know my nigga on the way. Just know the homie on the way. You feel me?
That's still some solid shit because
You
you
feel
let
me?
me know what's going on.
Facts.
So, but by then, if a woman doing wrong around you
Facts.
and she know
She
when your
know
homie
you
there, and you just sit there and look at her the whole
Speak.
time, she knows she fucked up.
Preach.
So sometimes women just be like, "Fuck it, I'm caught anyway."
Preach.
It's wrong, but you know.
Preach.
But we gotta bring that back like that. We
Preach.
don't, cause it be a lot of shit. There's a lot of fuck shit that be
Yeah.
going on.
T,
that people
go
don't
back.
say nothing.
Go ahead, T.
I
But you
don't
back
know.
into what
We
you talking
kind of.
I didn't figure out where I was at, but anywho, you know, like those are some
Facts.
great points, you know. No, but those are some great points, you know.
Facts.
No, you know, you move wrong with the wrong lady, somebody's always watching, you know? And I think men forget that. It's always somebody watching.
True.
And
It's always up to the female to allow that person in, though.
well, in that situation, my particular situation, the friend never tried to move in on me. But he was kind of like, that shit was fucked up what he was doing to me. And I was like, damn. Word.
So he was.
Word.
Now, Feez.
Word.
What do you do in that situation, Feez?
I'm sorry, repeat it. I was answering
So
the
what
comments.
she's saying is the situation she was in, the nigga she was fucking with, his homeboy wasn't trying to holler at her, but he also was telling her.
Well, this was he told me at the end.
That's
so
dirty-
after
dirty
every
macking.
no. No, it was no dirty macking. No, it was like towards the end of everything, and I'm like completely like, you know how I used to get. I was like teetering between like, Lord, I had to go sit at the top of the hill in Centennial Hills and look over the city like, hey, show me what to do because this is a dirty situation. Like, oh, you play me dirty like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really got my loyalty, my trust, and all those things, and you play me dirty.
What do you do in that situation though, Feez?
You know,
like is a nigga
I left
wrong?
the situation alone.
Do you feel like the homeboy was still wrong for that?
Well,
for waiting until after
no.
you broke up and then him telling you that he was doing you dirty,
No, because
or he did you dirty.
when you involve your friend and try to cover up your dirt for you,
say less.
and you try to get the dude to lie, the dude
Say
got
less.
some type of character about him. No, he's not wrong because
Say less.
I think that's where men go wrong is where their friends go unchecked. Like what you was doing was dirty to her, and now you want me to lie for you?
Yeah, that's out.
Because immediately I'm like, don't get on this phone lying to me and telling me what your friend
women
did.
do the same
See,
shit.
but
That
I
shit
could, but
crazy.
and the whole thing is too, right? Mm-hmm. Because like I said, I'm in my own little world doing me.
Facts.
So if he wanted to go do something, he should have just said, hey, I want attention, just not from you. And this is what I want to do. I respect an honest communicator. You
But
know
you
what I'm
understand,
saying?
a lot of men want to have their cake and eat it too.
But see, that's the
And
thing.
that's where the fault is at because a lot of men that a lot of men that want to have their cake and eat it too, they end up getting sick at the end.
Exactly.
I don't want to get sick.
But
Exactly.
what's
With
eating
that
your
being
cake
said,
and having it too?
that means
Man.
living. Come on now. Don't play that. Don't be that guy right now.
I mean, no, I'm not being that guy. We had a
Nigga,
conversation. She
you
know
are
what
doing
I'm
that.
talking.
What you talking about?
She know what direction I'm going in. She know exactly what the
Right
fuck
now,
I'm
she's
talking
dumbing up
about.
too. What are you talking about, Biggie?
She ain't.
What is it?
What'd you
ain't-
say?
What is it?
I said, but what is really eating your cake and having it too?
Living both
See?
lives.
Nah.
And
What
that's-
if you being honest about the lives you live in?
Yeah, and that's the
Sir.
thing too. Like,
And a lot of
Sir.
listen. A lot of women aren't
Prepared for that
exactly
reality.
but there are a handful of women that is okay
That can
with
accept it.
But
You
you gotta
look at-
understand. But you gotta understand. Women maneuver away too. So once you open that gate,
T, you want to talk about?
once you open that gate, there are women like, okay, if you gonna do that, I'm a maneuver too.
see, and I think that's the issue too, because you have to define what cheating is according to what your boundaries and your understanding is within your relationship.
Right.
My
Right?
question is
So,
why
let her talk. Shut
Yeah,
up.
I am.
so
Go ahead.
I think that comes into play when people are very honest and able to communicate up front what it is that they want, what it is that they need out of their partner, and how they expect to get their needs met. You know, that it really comes down to that. I think a lot of times we go into relationships and we automatically think that because we're going into this relationship, this person is monogamous. Now, from me, right? Like for me, in the way that I think now, is that if this man has spent the majority of his life single, philandering, and doing what he wants to do, the likelihood of him being able to be monogamous for real, long term,
It's far fetched.
he gonna struggle.
Let's keep it
Right?
real.
Because he's not a monogamous person. He's never operated in monogamy
Most men
as
aren't.
a single person. And we think, oh, well, I'm single, so I don't have to be monogamous. True, but you're operating in a non-monogamous way, which means that you're not practicing being by
With
yourself
myself.
until you be with one person. And I even have a problem with serial monogamous people because they're just as bad as cheaters. But anywho,
Wait, huh? Like,
like a person who goes from one serious relationship to another, like in quick succession. You know what I'm saying? Like they just don't know how to be by themselves.
yeah, I used to be like that.
And they
Go
be
ahead.
in relationships under the guise and not want to look like,
A lot of people haven't come to terms that they're okay being alone.
right.
Once that happens, then a lot of things open up.
Some
And this
people
was one
aren't
time
okay
when
with being alone, though.
Exactly, and that's the reason why all the serial situation
monogamous
happens.
people. Yeah,
Because
because
they
people don't know
can't.
how to know
A
how
lot
to
of
be
people
alone.
struggle with
Yeah.
separation anxiety.
That also has to do with a lot raising. It's a lot that falls.
A lot
into
of things that go into that. But back to my point
Yes.
is that, like, we have to really be clear on what we define as cheating in a relationship. Sometimes, I don't know how people get into relationships. Sometimes you just get into relationships under the assumption that this person is going to be monogamous. And you haven't really had that conversation to say, hey, we're going into this, we're doing this. I expect, these are my boundaries. Or not even so much I expect, these are my boundaries. This is what I like, this is what I want. This is, what's going to keep me happy, keep me here. And I think for the most part, men think on the outside, men struggle with monogamy more. And they're afraid to be honest with the women that they deal with and say, hey, I'm not really a monogamous person. I'm not really a monogamous person.
Is it the fact that they struggle with it, or is it the fact that women don't know how to handle that truth? And my next question to that is why is sex the only thing that's considered really cheating? Like the video I sent you earlier. She pretty much was saying, like, why is sex the deal breaker in cheating? Like, she rather not hear, oh, you just cashed out on this bitch. You just took this bitch on a date and spent all this money on this bitch. But the moment that she hears that you fucked or had sex with another female, she ain't tripping. Like, it's not considered cheating because she kind of low-key knew how men operate, long story short.
I think it has more to do with the fact that for women, sex is very intimate. So if
Men too. Well, to a certain extent. I'm
think
sorry.
You
No,
almost stuck your foot in your mouth. I was
yeah,
like,
no.
goddamn.
Never mind. Keep going.
I don't think so.
Never
Right,
mind. Never
exactly.
I'm here to make
Exactly.
somebody on the
Never
other
mind.
night.
Never mind.
So you
Never
prove
mind.
but what
He
you
wants to
what
be
you're
held afterwards.
man. Let
A
me
little
tell
bit,
you.
just a little bit, Quan. Just a,
He said, "Can you hold me for a little bit?"
yeah,
baby?"
me and my lip. Me and my lip.
I'm going, y'all.
Me and my lip gotta be held. You feel me?
No, I just think that people just really got to communicate what they want and what they don't want. And I mean, we really got to define what cheating is based on our boundaries in a relationship.
So what is cheating to you, T?
You being a lying motherfucker.
So if he tells you the truth, he just went to the club.
Don't take away my
He came
right.
home at 6 in
Don't
the
take
morning
away-
and fucked somebody. You ain't tripping?
Man, if you do it and then tell me, that's cheating.
So you want him to tell you before he does it?
No, I want you to be honest about who you are up front. Hey, if you go into the club and you like to pick up chicks in the club, tell the truth.
So
Like,
would you be with a nigga that's not monogamous? That's the question.
it depends.
If you were the only, let me break this down.
I think
If you live in the house, y'all have everything established together, everything is in y'all name, everything is you and him, but he fucks other females, are you okay with that?
I think for
And that's all he's
me,
doing.
At this age, if we're established, if we got X, Y, and Z going on, and only because I've seen things. You know what I'm saying? I've seen couples, it's not a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to one of my friends' bridal showers, and I didn't know, like, the people, a couple or person that was there, a young lady that was there, was even keeping me out. This is, when I used to wear my hair. I used to wear a fade, y'all. I used to have a fade.
It's back in your fast days.
No, this was like after my son, and I'm just cutting my hair off and stuff. So I always used to wear fades.
Yeah, all that shit.
So I
don't
didn't
need a
get.
nigga, bitch. Fuck all that, bitch. We outside, bitch.
Facts.
We the niggas with money, bitch.
No.
Cap.
No. So,
shit.
I used to wear my hair really short. So I didn't know, like, at the time that people was like,
On you?
Yeah, I
shut
wasn't
up.
paying
All
no
that
attention.
ass, they been on your ass.
Shut
Chill
up.
out. You know they on your ass.
I didn't know they was on it like that. So, we walk around, we went to a strip club for the bachelorette party. Went to a strip club, walking around, the girls like, oh, let's go over here to the other side with the girls and go look. Like, I'm big on strip clubs. I go to strip clubs. If I go to Atlanta, I'm going to a strip club.
Facts.
So we go to the other side and she talking. Unbeknownst to me, she called her husband up there.
Oh shit, she trying to take you home.
Man.
They was
She trying to
tag
trade
team
way.
us.
Yeah, they was
Man.
trying to.
So that happens. So that has happened to me more.
See, but those instances are
once.
dope.
But it really just helped me recalibrate that relationships are not a one size fit all.
It's not.
Monogamy is what it is, whatever you choose to be.
Baby,
you know what I'm saying? Like
let's
two
dog
people
this
who
thing out, baby. Let's go ahead and
two
thrash
people
this thing
who
together.
are in a relationship can have whatever agreement they want. Like if
Facts.
you're married, not married, whatever that is. And I think the beautiful thing out of those relationships that I've witnessed, didn't participate, that I witnessed,
You
is that they had no, I didn't. I swear to you, I
She
didn't.
has an idea of it.
She's
Look,
speaking from
It definitely,
experience.
from what it sounds like, it definitely ran through your mind for a
She's
quick
speaking
second.
from
I mean,
experience.
you know, I'm gonna be
See-
real because my mom, rest in peace, mommy. But you know, my mom had always told me since I was a teenager, don't be so quick to judge. Like, don't be so quick to judge and really be a student of life. And it wasn't until like she passed, I really start taking that into perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have to mother myself. I have to be my own wise counsel.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta like get me right. You know what I'm saying? But with that in mind, it just slowed me down and just really learned to appreciate everybody's walk in life, like appreciate how people do life. Because just because I don't do it, don't mean that it ain't right. It ain't right for me. It's right for them. You know? So I approach things from that angle. And then not only that, like shit, life is for the living. So don't say what you will never do because you never know what you might do.
Remain open-minded. Biggie.
Remain open-minded.
You talking to the wrong nigga.
Even if
I'm
it's just-
very
even if it's just-
open-minded. Does
even
this
if it's
podcast,
just
Nah,
to
your ass
sit.
is very freaky, not open-minded.
Even if it's just to sit around people and just
You
really
heard?
just learn different perspectives and things like that. But you know, like going back to it, it's like that wasn't considered cheating.
How many women are like you though, T? How many women can actually handle open communication? Like a man telling you like,
Because,
like
when
if
you
I'm
don't-
at the club with my niggas, bro, and I hit you like, baby, listen, that's this thing. She at the club, she buying me drinks.
But
this
why
thing,
would you?
whoop,
But why
whoop,
would it
whoop.
need to go that far?
Can I
If
either
we
bring-
establish in a relationship, like, hey, you know, I love you, I want to be with you. We might even start off monogamous, right? But then I'm struggling. You know what I'm saying? I'm struggling with wanting more attention from somebody else. I'm struggling. This is where I'm at. When you learn to be a man's friend, sometimes it's not even so much like you're feeling offended because of where he wants to put his fucking dick, because it doesn't reflect anything on me. It doesn't take away from my value. It doesn't take away from my virtue. This is something that he's going through on his own. But if he's man enough to communicate that from a friendship level, a heart level, and tell me how he's feeling, what he's going through, he's not taking away my choice, my ability to choose
Your choice.
if I'm going to deal with that or not.
Choice. Same
right?
with men. It's vice versa though. This shit work both ways.
No, it definitely works both ways, especially nowadays.
But
you
most
know?
men.
But most men are not going to
Can't-
go for it, and I
No.
don't understand that.
What do you mean? What
I don't-
do you
we
mean?
always go through this.
It's
We have
two
this
different
argument.
because
But what's
it's
good
not
for the geese is good for the
same.
gander. If
It's
you
not
can do
the
it, why
same.
not? Why
Certain
not?
things we can do that y'all can't.
Why not?
It's just like certain things y'all can do that men can't. It's just one of them fucking double standards. It just so happens to be that that's one of the double standards.
Why?
Like the pregnancy ordeal. It's the same fucking thing. Same thing. Double standard. It is what it is. You just gotta suck it up.
Right. But so as a man, you could say, well, I don't want you doing that because, you know, a man has to go inside of you and women are
Because y'all have to
emotional.
You said it. You
Wait,
made
wait, wait,
no,
wait, wait.
No, listen.
Wait.
You made the point clear earlier. Women are intimate. Men aren't.
Okay, but
So we can. Oh my God!
Yeah,
Quan,
Quan over there dropping.
Go back to
Quan
the
punching
bathroom.
on you too.
Listen,
hey, listen.
But the
listen.
thing
You know I can roll with the
is-
punches. Women are intimate.
Right.
Men aren't.
so we're supposed to be okay with you going to another woman who's intimate?
I mean, I get what you're trying
No,
to do
no, no,
there.
no, no. Answer that straight out.
But yes, because you know who your man is. You know who the man. You know who men are. You know that it's if you know your man and he telling you that that's all it is, then you know that that's all it is. Regardless of the woman don't matter because the man is controlling the situation.
How?
Because I can easily stop fucking her.
And then she's gonna
'Cause
be
we're not-
crazy because you didn't
she
win
can-
balls deep.
Then I'm gonna let my
Demon dick.
if you allow me to walk into that situation, and if it's getting out of my control, guess who's now going to step in and handle the
You got me
situation?
fucked up. You better handle your own
out of-
lightweight.
Okay, then. So, why are we having that conversation?
No.
When a woman either gets emotionally connected before the situation or after the situation, either way it goes, if she don't know the nigga, she fuck him and he dick her down. Don't let him dick her down good the first time, cause it's a wrap. Now she gonna want to know. Now she either gonna want more. Now she got to get to know this nigga. Now she going to drop weed off around the corner with this nigga, making runs and doing all this other shit with this nigga that she ain't got no business doing, cause he done gave her some good pee-pee. You understand what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna do that. If you give me some good pussy, I'm gonna think about the shit like damn, or some good. 9 times out of 10, you got a good way of becoming more around a nigga if the sloppy toppy's better than the pussy, but that's just how I operate. You feel what I'm saying? Because not everyone can give you good head, but
the double standard. The double standard is bullshit.
It's of course, but there's a lot of shit that y'all can do that men can't do. You don't think that we feel the same way? Like, oh, that's some bullshit.
But you do know that as women get older, the idea that you have to be emotionally connected to a man to have sex diminishes, right? Like, women get older and they can actually just be like, okay, bye. Like, you do realize that women can, as we get older and we learn the game.
What game?
The game that y'all
you're
play.
learning that to be fake, though. You're learning because you've done it so many times, that you've been hurt so many times by a dude just leaving, that you have to learn to be like, oh, no, now I have to try to shut that down, but it's still there.
You think so?
You're just blocking it.
Quan speaks. Quan don't really speak at all, so
I don't
that's
think
fucking nerve.
so, because
It's
the
USB-C
older,
though.
the older,
You need it?
I take mentorship from a lot of women, older women, and I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I think that you learn to put sex in the proper perspective. And I think that it does men something. It does something for you guys to know the woman is emotionally connected when she has sex with you.
All we gotta do is get in your head. It's a wrap.
What?
The moment a man is in a woman's head, it's over.
Man.
What do you mean, man? It's the truth.
There are a lot of cold ass women out there that
How
think
old?
with their pussy.
How
That's
old?
it. There's a lot.
Did you not learn
How
anything from the
old?
R. Kelly case?
You petty as fuck for that. You petty
I'm
as
just
fuck.
saying, like,
That
I'm
man is
keeping it a
fighting-
beat.
he is fighting for his fucking life.
She asked me a question, and that's the first thing that popped in my head.
But there was
I'm
other
like,
motivations.
These motherfuckers is on here 50 years old talking about how he seduced her playing the piano. Like, let's get real, bro. You should fucking know better already.
They do know
and you're
better.
They
do know better.
Thank you.
They
Rest
just
my
want
case.
to jump on the bandwagon.
But it's still not
rest
his
my
fault.
case.
But
It's still not his fault.
But no, I really think
but you know what I'm
I
saying.
really think that people need to do what's best for them. And when it comes to cheating, really define what's cheating in your relationship. One size does not fit all.
So
when
is
it
it-
comes to the terms of agreement.
So you said sex
With your
isn't a deal breaker for you, pretty much at the end of the day. Would you rather your man fuck another female or buy her or take her on a shopping spree and spend all this money on her?
In 2023, do you think it's really possible for a man to be dicking a chick down consistently and he ain't giving up no money?
Yes. You're wrong, Feez. Yes. These days, all you need is a bottle of Hennessy and a fucking blunt.
I don't
At
think
the
so.
point of, okay.
I think.
Man, right. Like,
No, I'm just keeping it a beam. I don't think so.
It just depends.
Maybe time
on-
over money, but
I think it just depends on the type of engagement, right? So if you have this side situation, a side chick that you're consistently going to, you're tricking. You're giving up something. You taking her on dates, you doing something.
I guess
Now
I guess
there
you
are
got a
women
point.
out there who just want their needs fulfilled and take your ass home and go let them other chicks that you
I'm
deal
not
with
gonna
be
put
emotionally
your
drained.
business out there like that.
Boy, don't put my business out there like that at all. Please don't.
wow.
Please don't. Thank you very
Almost
much.
escalated quickly.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna drink to that.
No, you know I'll be petty a little bit.
Thank
you feel me?
Thank you. No, but I mean, it's some women who can do that. Like sometimes it's just be that. But I guarantee you that situation won't last long because you're just scratching the itch that she needs, and then you go.
But that's cool with the man because we don't. That's all we there for.
And then you go find somebody else.
Exactly.
That's why men have to communicate when they want to cheat and be
so
philanderers.
you giving your men hall passes.
I think that.
Or what if he just wanted to bring the bitch home with you? You down for that too?
All right.
She lit up when you said that.
Yeah.
He struck a nerve. If he struck a nerve, just say yes. Blink twice if you're in
think-
danger.
Get all big and shit.
I think
blink twice if you're in danger.
Oh shit.
Okay, she definitely not in danger. So that's the truth. Got it.
So.
On the
I
comments,
think
she freaky too.
I think that there's different concessions for different situations, and I think that depending on how
When a
deep
girl
we
wants
are,
to say no, she says no quick to that answer. If she gotta hesitate, she would.
Uh-oh.
Y'all, listen, y'all got
You
Quan
can tell. She
speaking
got.
I'll let
she started
everybody
smiling. She
judge.
didn't say a word.
You
I'll
got
let everybody
Quan.
judge.
She's thinking
on
about the
their
last
own.
one she did with.
Let me tell you something.
Oh shit.
At this age,
You can gather your thoughts. It's
You know
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna just be real
wanna
frank.
call- you wanna call a
At
friend?
thi-
That's
at
why
this-
we here,
at
G.
this
That's why we
age-
here.
At this age,
Let's talk about it.
my willingness to explore things is I'm open.
More open than it was when you were younger?
Hell yeah.
Why is that?
Because when you're younger, you know, when I was younger, I'll speak from first person perspective. When I was younger, I used to like be holding on to these ideas and concepts that really wasn't working.
The society concepts?
No, perception. How would I be perceived? You know?
How people looking at you and shit.
True.
But now
right?
when you're older, you don't give a fuck.
But no. Motherfuckers, you get one motherfucking
usually,
life.
That's usually how it goes, though. The older you get, the more you don't give a fuck.
The more you don't give a fuck. But
Yeah.
no, but like, I wouldn't say in my 20s I was as open anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I had my things about me.
I know you in your 20s.
Absolutely. That's when you met me, crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So, now
I'ma keep my
I'm
mouth
kicking
shut.
40 in the ass. There's different
Please.
things that there are different things that I allow myself to enjoy,
Explore.
explore.
I got you.
It's not a deal.
She be at the green door.
Nah,
She be at the
nah,
red-
nah,
Right with
nah.
the homie John Price. That motherfucker like, hey, come here, let me holler at you, freaky ass.
No,
Y'all, you freaky
not the
motherfucker.
green, not the
shit.
green door. As a matter of fact, when I was like 20,
Y'all share.
when I was
please.
21, I had an older friend. It always starts like when you're young and you hang out with older people, they just be trying to expose you to everything. So I did have a friend take me to the green door before. We didn't engage. I'm a voyeur. So that means I just like to, I'll watch,
so
I
you're
swear
Feez.
watch, like Bernie Mac say,
Facts.
I'll watch.
Facts.
And it was just, it's to me, like, it's just interesting just watching people just be free in their being. You know what I'm saying?
Somewhere visually, it feeds you. Somewhere in your conscience, by visually watching it, there's something that's being fed.
I think if I'm a voyeur, I think watching people engage in sexual
crazy you
activities.
said a
Safe to
warrior.
say that she
Yeah.
a
watches
lot of people
porn.
that call themselves warriors.
Voyeur.
Voyeur.
For some reason, I thought you heard
Voyeur.
warrior.
Yeah.
My
You know,
it was somewhere else
if you
with it.
like people watching, I think there is something in your brain that's turned on by it, right?
I mean, we all watch porn.
This is about you right now.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with me. This is about
So
you.
yeah, I mean, that's just something that I did in my 20s. I went one time, and I was like,
She lying.
No, I did. It's just one
She
time.
was there every other weekend.
She was that motherfucker
Man,
like,
hell nah.
Yeah.
Hell nah.
I knew
Nah.
these motherfuckers was free.
Nah. I was there. I was like, okay, this is a lot. But as you get older, your inhibitions go down a little.
Oh no, one is enough for me.
One what?
Person.
Oh, now the newfound Feez.
That's
Definitely.
cool.
She's enough for sure.
That's good. That's
So,
good. that
I've kind of
that you
always
were
been
there.
that way, but it's the older I get, the more I kind of want to explore the other options out there.
Options
If
like
I'm-
what?
If I'm being honest, what we've been talking about, the whole
Yep, he want to
maybe
be a
even
swinger
that too. Maybe
Why
even
you
that
gotta call
too.
it a
Freaky ass.
Because that's what it is.
It's
It's a
swinging?
swinger.
Yeah.
Swinging is like a lifestyle, though.
Nah, touche.
Yes, you got a point.
Swinging
Touche.
is a lifestyle.
You got a point.
Like, the
Touche.
swinging is like, babe, we going out every
Touche.
weekend and we about to find somebody new.
Touche.
That's-
Touche.
You know,
Touche.
like I said, you call them
Touche.
concessions.
Touche.
Some concessions.
I'm talking more so of the fact of I got my girl, we good, and maybe once in a while we dog something out.
Nope.
Listen how you talk about
Nope.
it, though. Oh, my God.
Nope.
How am I supposed to talk about it? Like, let's
Nope.
tag team this bitch. Let's
Listen
go
how
ahead.
you talk about it.
Because
Goodness.
that's what it is, though. Like, you have your phone with her, and I'm gonna have my phone with her at the same
But that
time.
means that-
we
that-
both finna turn her motherfucking ass
That means the
out.
girl that you with right now or the girl that you're dealing with ain't enough.
No, that's not what that means.
That's-
Let's
I
have
see
fun
it.
together. We're
I'm
best
saying that's-
friends.
But like exactly.
It's my best
Like,
friend.
that's like saying, like I
nigga,
said, the
we
person I'm
taking
with
it
right
down
now,
together.
she a homie, she a best
Exactly.
friend, she a porn star, everything in one. I have what I need right now. I don't need nothing else. I don't need another girl. But mind you, those are just my standards.
That's right now. You heard what you said.
No,
that's right now, motherfucker.
Because we're growing. No, wait, because we're growing and we're going into something better on a day-to-day basis. So I don't need nobody else, and I stand on that.
Right. No, but hold
on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Every man, once a man find the vision that he wants inside a woman, there's a lot of things that he let go. I'm saying my vision, all my standards have been met. So I don't have those other. I don't have those other things. Whatever she needs to have that reassurance in me, so I can keep the better sake of my peace with her, I'ma do. I don't have those ambitions. Like, you know what? You see that bitch over there? Nah.
No,
I mean, but it's fun when you can look at a bitch together with your girl. Like, even if you ain't looking at her that way, like, damn, baby, she got a fat ass. And if you 9 times out of 10, the woman is noticing the bitch before you noticing her.
And you know what? And that's
to keep it a beam with you.
Too. But me, how I see it is my eyes and where it's set.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Feez, listen, bro. You a stand up guy, bro.
But I do hear what you're saying.
I'm a stand up guy myself, bro. I'm still a one woman man, bro, and I have to explain that to motherfuckers because people hear me talk and I talk about all this poly and all this other shit. But if I have to, like, I had my way, I'd be with one person. But I just don't feel like what's wrong with having fun every once in a while. Us dogging the female out don't got nothing to do with you.
How you put that. Look at.
Oh my God, us having sex with another woman, is that better for you?
Jesus
is that
Christ.
Caucasian enough for you?
and Quan's not Caucasian when you look at him.
He's black. He's actually
he's walking
not.
all the barbecues.
But because if I wanted to bring in another female every once in a while, that ain't knocking my girl. That's not saying that she's not enough, because you are more than enough. But it's more so like, we're having fun. Let's be spontaneous. I'm not getting more pleasure out of this situation than you are. Our pleasure and what we're on the same page.
Right.
We know what we're doing here.
But I think those kind of concessions come by way of communication. If that's something that you and your girl decides to do, a guy and his girl decides to do,
Nikki, shut
then
up.
that's between them. Like, nobody can tell you what's right or wrong for your relationship. And just like he said, like, now he's focused on one woman because he's trying to get somewhere. Yeah. Typically, a man that's on a mission, he only gonna do it with one woman because you can't disperse your energy like that. Your time, attention, money, resources.
I'm glad you said that, because it's crazy I'm speaking this way, but I'm the exact same way.
Yeah, so
because sex is energy. And if you know me, like the joke they got going on, how my best friends and shit, because some of my friends I've had sex with, regardless of the fact, whatever the fuck, but
on the flip side of that,
he a freaky ass. He a freaky
sexual.
ass.
No, what I'm trying to say is I may seem freaky, bro. I may seem like I fuck all these bitches. I may seem like I could have 10 female friends, bro, and I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, only one of them have had me, because I don't believe in. I can give you my energy and everything else, but once I give you my sex energy, like, that shit's different, nigga. You can't get that back. I can get everything else back, but that experience that you have with me, I can't get that back. I'm cool. Not everyone is worthy of the penis.
Right, but I've seen it too. Where,
in your case,
shut the fuck up.
All right, my bad. I'm gonna slow you out.
But see, like how he's on a mission. He's focused, doing things like that. I've seen where men get where they want to go, and then it's like, it changes.
Exactly, it does.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like, even in a monogamous relationship, you can start out with all good intentions, and then people change over time. People's attractiveness changes over time. I think love and everything else ebbs and tides, just like life. It's just life. People change and evolve. So what may work for you today may not work for you tomorrow. That's why I say just stay open to things. And I think as a couple, you have to stay open. Women change. We change. Our body changes. Everything changes. Men change. Y'all body changes too.
Facts.
Oh, that's true.
So your level of attractiveness to your partner can change. You might start struggling with monogamy because your wife don't look the way you want her to. You know what I'm saying?
Men are visual creatures.
And men are visual creatures. Women are too. Don't get it twisted though.
Hello. Yeah. To a certain extent, you're not more visual than us.
No, you
it's not a comparison.
The look that she said after she said it. You had your head in the.
I'm talking to people in the comments.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You know, so I mean, that's why I say, like, even when it comes to relationships, everybody should just keep their mind open, because today is all great monogamy, and then tomorrow you struggling with some shit. And as long as you got a friendship with your partner, you could talk about those things and help each other out and figure it out.
Man, you think monogamy is meant for us as a culture?
As a culture?
Black folk.
Or
you think monogamy is meant for us?
Or human beings?
He meant
humans. God.
Because I think
he meant
the
Oh
perspective of both are different. It all comes down to socialization, right? So, are animals monogamous?
No. And I preach on that shit all the time. I say that shit all the time. You'll never find a dog fucking the same dog.
I'm comparing a human to a dog.
No, I'm not comparing a human to a dog, but what I'm saying is that
nature itself.
Humans have primal energy just like animals do.
Preach.
I think the only thing that
we have a lot more intelligence than animals to make those decisions.
Right, but
how do we know?
Unless you're a monkey.
What?
No, what? How do we know this?
We do. We are more intelligent
because we can talk.
Yeah, just by evolution, you know.
So you ain't.
So what I'm saying is that even though we are more intelligent biologically, the inclination, especially for men to want to continue to procreate all the way throughout life, men can have babies until the day they die.
Facts.
So long as they healthy and they sperm still swimming.
Facts.
You know, so
that's because we built like that.
I know you got to think about it. The eggs I got in me were born with me. They was inside of my grandmother.
And same with me.
You understand what I'm saying? So women are born with the children in them. We go through three mothers.
How long is a woman pregnant?
9 months.
It's really 12, but I'll let you have that. I'm not gonna dig into it, but
it's 12 months?
I just wanted to see.
If that's what you say, because if
how was a baby born at one? If you holding them in your stomach for 9 months, answer that question.
You say what? How
was a baby 0 when they come out of you and they've been in you for 9 months?
That's come on.
No, I'm being real with you.
We know by creation.
I'm just asking questions. I want to know
how old they are when they come out. They 9 months. June to February.
You're really pregnant for 10, but
okay, whatever that is.
2 months ovulation.
Yeah.
That's why I said a year.
I don't know. I just had a baby. I don't know.
Who?
I'm just saying I had a baby.
They like fucking 12 now. Look at us.
My baby's 9.
Shout out to you, Nate, little Nate. I actually ain't seen him in a minute, man.
He better not be listening to this podcast.
Shit, he at home right now on the couch with his feet kicked up watching this shit. He the man of the house. He told you.
No, sir.
He do what he want.
No, sir. But
you need to bring little Nate over to the crib though, for real, so he can kick it with Ori and everybody. She said, "Then 10-month Negro." I'm sitting here, Nikki. You've been on my head all show. I just want to let you know I love you, and I'm glad that you're here, because Nikki keeps me in line most of the time.
Most of the time?
Yeah. I'm a little older now, so it's kind of hard to keep me in line, but Nikki's definitely one of them ones that...
The only one that can call you, cuss you out, and get you right.
Facts.
At least somebody can, because you don't listen.
I mean, Lisa too. I do listen to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I'm very hard-headed.
Yes.
But it's because of them that I'm hard-headed. Nikki, I love you. I know I'm hard-headed, man.
And stubborn.
To a certain extent, bro.
And bullheaded.
And what?
Bullheaded.
To a certain extent.
No, all the way.
How? Explain. Come on, y'all know me so well.
You a little thick-headed.
How?
Man.
When it comes to what? You know me a long time, so
you listen in hindsight. You listen after.
Meaning I'm ready to take the risk while you telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already know what I'm doing while you telling me.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Factual.
That
is big facts.
See the fact you didn't fight with that?
No, I'm not going to, because it's really who I am.
Embrace.
Yeah. Duh, come on, man. Fucking 33, bro. You think I care or give a fuck about any of the what people got to say, think about me, or anything of that nature?
There's a lot of people that still care about their image.
But they shouldn't.
That's crazy.
To a certain
say that to the mass majority.
To the certain extent, bro. Who gives a fuck what other people think about you?
And that's it, like, shouldn't be. It
niggas ain't paying my bills. You ain't feeding my kids. You ain't doing none of that shit.
But they still care about the image that they show people.
I mean, it's not even so much We
It's an
always
image.
walk out with our representative, right? You want to put your best foot
I
forward.
mean, I care
You want
about my
people-
reputation, but go ahead.
Yeah.
I care. Like, you can tell it certain ways. We've been through it.
But-
We went through a situation.
Yeah.
When my reputation is in play, bro, I don't play about that shit because I know how I am, bro. I know how to carry myself, and I don't like motherfuckers like thinking some type of shit. But at the end of the day, if you're thinking the shit you're thinking, then you really don't know me.
I think
Right.
At the end of the motherfucking
people
day.
always gonna have a different perception of you, of what you give. You can be this all around giving, solid, stand up person. It's always gonna be one or two people be like, that bitch ass nigga.
My Nikki, shut the. So if you know anything about me, I'm just gonna get it out there because my sister talk about this shit right now in the comments. I have a problem, Nikki, but this also has to go back to the autism shit. What we was having conversations about a little bit a while ago. I always say I know. That's one of the problems I've had since I was little. Somebody will tell me some shit, and my response is always
That
I know. You feel me? Even though I might not really know, it's always I always say I know. Why do I do that? I have no fucking clue.
is
But
it to get the people to stop talking to you about something. Cause now I'm telling
maybe a little bit, yeah.
When you're doing that, you say, I know. It's kind of you
Yeah.
telling, hey, back off. Like,
Yeah.
I got this, but I really
Yeah.
don't. But I don't want to hear you.
Yeah,
keep
and I'm not
talking.
gonna listen to you at the
Yeah.
end of the day because
And
I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to
And
do.
truth be
Yeah,
told, I don't want to tell you
Yeah.
to shut the fuck up, but you're like,
yeah.
So-
Turn that down, T.
Got you.
so that's what it is.
I want to ask both of y'all this question because I just seen it on social media earlier. Do you think that jealousy hides in jokes?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
yeah.
That friend, that family member that slide in,
And they the worst ones. The family is definitely the worst
slide
ones.
in your business. Absolutely. Let me just put that in there real
Yeah,
quick.
let me just
And
throw that in
kiki
there.
ha ha right behind it. Yeah, I heard you, motherfucker.
I just wanted
agree.
to ask that.
It is, and
And the vibe behind it just be
Exactly.
so nasty.
and what I take it personal when they say it not once but twice too. Like, and there'll be different times when they say it too, but they'll try to hide it another way. So I'd be like, okay, I let you get away with it once. Now the second time, then what's up with you? And they're like, what you talking about? I'm just trying to. No, obviously you saying the same thing at different occasions. Obviously you want my
Right,
attention.
right.
So
You
what's
feeling
up?
that.
But the moment I start to get on bullshit with you, oh, now you can't
Now
take
you
a
tripping.
joke. Now you and your feelings. Cool.
Facts.
Take this left hook and go to sleep.
That should go with homies too, though.
Now, them too. It
Those
either
be the main
families-
ones.
But the thing about it is sometimes you got to know when they are, because there are some people we know, me and you both know, that are just dickheads. They just are blatant dickheads.
I'm one of those.
But those are the people that you keep out your camp. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like
Because
dickheads meaning like they're not intentionally.
Yeah, they don't
harming.
take shit serious. They
Like,
just
then
Those
that means
things
you
that
lack
always-
you lack self-awareness to not know that what you're saying is not cool.
Some people can address certain people without feeling some type of way either.
Right, but I don't know. I think it just comes down to like where I'm at in life. Like, hey, you got to know when you offended people. You got to have that much self-awareness.
But are you supposed to give a fuck if you offend someone?
Unless you're just out here running around not caring about how you make people feel. Like, why would you want to do that?
If you don't care about how people feel about you, doesn't that fit the same shoe?
If we're going off the basis of friends and family, aren't you supposed to handle your people with care and consideration? If I'm throwing in some jealousy and I'm sitting there just saying something to you under the guise of a joke, instead of addressing it with you directly,
How do you address jealousy?
you do.
It's a little hard.
Speak on it. Get off your chest, whatever it is, because the worst person to have in your camp is a jealous friend or family member. Like, that's your Judas.
Or envy, which is the same thing.
Yeah, that's your Judas. Why would you want to keep somebody? That's a person that will do you in and then pretend and cry and do all those things like they didn't do it. They're a liability to your safety.
Why does it take us to get older to realize all the shit that we realize now?
Because it's with age comes experience. With age
To a certain
comes
extent.
experience. No.
I know, listen, we all know some people that's younger than us that are older than us.
Right, but those are the people who got their life lessons quick. It just depends on your life karma.
Or maybe they didn't get theirs, but they've experienced it with others. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they've seen it. They
Right.
got friends that's been through it. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, we grew up with a similar background in certain things that we wouldn't do because we seen other people go through it. We
Like,
learn by way
a-
of other people's
I know a
mistakes.
23-year-old right now, nigga, you would think that she's fucking like 35. Just off the way she move and her mentality.
Beautiful.
She probably
It's
grew up with her
crazy as
grandparents.
fuck, though. You say what?
She probably grew up with her grandparents. I'm not saying everybody that grew up with their grandparents are good,
I
but
wish I listened to my grandmother. I'm gonna keep it a bean,
I
nigga.
listen to mine
I'll
like
probably
no
be a
tomorrow.
fucking gazillionaire right now if I listen to my grandma. You know my grandmother.
Yeah.
You know Grandma Gertrude don't fucking play at all.
Right.
I wish I would have listened to her, but as we said earlier, I'm hard-headed.
Yeah.
but you honest about it, so that's all that matters. As long as you ain't saying I know.
But I do say that, and my grandma is really one of, I don't want to say the only ones, but really one of the only ones that's seen me before I saw myself. Like, believed in me, knew what I would fucking be, what I'm good at. You feel me? And at a young age, as kids, we don't pay attention to that shit when we really should.
So
feel
I
what I'm saying?
got a question for y'all too.
Yep.
Do you think a grandmother's love is different from a mother's love?
Yes. Fuck yeah.
I was raised by my grandmother.
Fuck
so.
yeah.
Okay, so
And you want me to explain why that's different?
Yes, I do.
If the parents of your parents raised your parents right, then your grandparents are going to get to enjoy you.
Mm-hmm.
But if your grandparents didn't raise them, now they got to raise you. You understand? You get what I'm saying by
I'm
that,
following
right?
everything that you said.
So if you have a kid, right, and your mom and dad got to raise your kid, that means they didn't raise you right.
That would never happen.
But if they raise you right, then they can enjoy their grandkids.
Oh no, my
You
kid is
understand what
gonna
I'm
be the
saying?
Satan's
You
spawn.
get what I'm
stuff
saying.
to them. Yeah, I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. So
You got a
Let's see.
response to what his question?
I mean, I think I think people who are raised by their grandparents are different. I think grandparents just
Aren't the same for
they're
sure.
not the same. Now,
Grandparents are kids now.
they
Let's keep it a
show-
bean.
They do.
Let's
show
keep it a
like
bean.
tendencies.
Let's
Not
keep
all
it
of
a
them, but
bean.
some of
Let's
them are-
keep it a real fucking
Some
bean.
of them are stuck in
I
this.
always say people who are in their 50s are very different from how my grandmother was when she was in her 50s. So mind you, I was probably like, what am I, 30 now? So I was probably 8, 9, 10, that span of childhood when my grandmother was in her 50s. And these grandmothers pale in comparison to her. Like, it's
Explain.
just not even the same. Not even the same. The authority, the mannerism, the woman, the womanness about her.
Speak
You
on
know what I'm
it.
saying? Like, it was in my grandmother's 50s where I looked at her and she was just like a god to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that first person.
a true anchor.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think these kids get from their grandparents what I got from mine. You know, grandparents can love on you and raise you in a way where they really don't
spit
even have
that
to
shit,
tell
T.
you nothing. You just learn from watching.
Exactly,
Because that's
you
how
feel
they
it.
move. You know what I'm saying? They just move
Keep going,
different.
girl. Keep going.
So I don't know.
There's no lies detected in what she's saying.
None.
I think grandparents back when I was a kid, just they're better than the grandparents today.
Oh,
There are some good
she's on
grandparents though, but they definitely
YouTube.
like
They don't hold no. There's no comparison to how they was raised. That's why to this day I thank Richard, Lee, and Evelyn, because without them, boy, ain't no telling what I'd be. Like, it took me a second. I bumped my head. I lost my way once I lost Richard, but I found it. You know what I'm saying? And I let him live through her. And to this day, me and my grandma have conversations about everything. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing that's left unturned. So even in what I'm going through right now on a day-to-day basis, I feel everything she's saying, even sometimes when she's not saying it. Sometimes just being around her, you can feel it.
I don't know
you
what
know.
I'm gonna do without my grandmother.
I may burn the city down.
When God calls her home, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even think I know what my family's gonna do. You know my grandmother, and you know that my grandmother is the rock to this fucking family. Like, legitimately all the way around the board, she's the rock. as you know, we lost my great grandma, Garen Clary. Damn, you've been around a minute. Fuck.
That's the one that said, "Be with the man that love you more. Let him love you more."
Yes.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Grandma Clary. But yeah, man. It's not till I got older till I realized like that's why I said earlier, like if I listened to my grandmother, bro, I'd probably be a fucking gazillionaire somewhere right now because the wisdom on that woman and the knowledge on that woman is crazy. And even to this day, she still can low-key kind of predict how motherfuckers' lives is gonna go. And you don't pay attention to it until you start seeing how their life go. And you like, damn, her truth be on point. That's why a lot of people stop calling her because they don't want to hear the truth,
right.
which is it's hard to digest that truth when you know that what she's telling you is the truth. Is because that message that comes from her is a little different. But
nobody likes to be seen like that.
Like you said, the adults don't like even with the kids. It ain't even got to be just the kids though. Even they don't like hearing that shit from adults as well at the same time. But grandmas definitely ain't the same. Even grandfathers, it ain't the same. But that's also because it's kids having kids. So by the time they grandmas, they still hanging out with their daughters and their sons.
You got to think about it.
The
The Freaknik videos is about to be exposed, and all those videos, everybody grandmas right now.
Man, got somebody on it.
It's crazy. I be hearing about this Freaknik shit. I'm like, damn, y'all know how old this shit is? Like,
Man, look.
Freaknik ain't nothing new. That shit's been going on for forever.
Freaknik, it was what it was.
Yeah, you used to be at the Freakniks.
But no, I ain't that old, goddammit. I am not that old.
Shots fired.
Right. What? I was a kid watching the Freaknik commercials on BET After Dark.
They had Freakniks when we was coming up, for sure.
Yeah, we was watching the commercials on BET.
Even Freaknik's been going on for a minute.
I don't know.
Forever now.
All I'm saying is everybody talking about the Freaknik from the 90s. Just wait until them videos is released from All-Star Weekend Las Vegas.
Talking about back in 07?
Was that 07?
When the All-Star Weekend was
that
here?
06, 07,
yes. She gonna be on some of that footage.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I've always been smart in how I move, nigga. Do my dirt by my motherfucking own.
Oh, shit.
Camera.
Yeah. Yeah, no face, no case head ass over here.
Man.
No judging. Is this when you had the fade or when you...
No, this is when I was wearing that 27-piece weave.
How about fade? For the people out there, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Man, it was a weave. It was a weave. I was probably wearing my hair weaves. I had cut my hair, colored my hair. I was doing all kind of crazy stuff.
She said that 27-piece.
Man, that 27-piece, 1B.
Your dress actually got long, man.
They have. I started off like
I think when I seen
little babies.
You had little roaches in your head.
2
and
years.
shit. Yeah, little worms.
Couldn't go to the barber during COVID, so I was
You
like,
said little worms. You out of pocket.
Man.
I'm telling the truth, nigga.
I had
She looked like she
I think she had the. How long was your hair when we had this podcast conversation in the garage?
Short.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Real short.
Her shit's grown.
Short.
She gonna hawk you in about a year or two.
Man, give it 2 more years.
And headband keys.
Man.
I don't know about that. I'm pretty deep for the short period of time that I had them. So this ain't.
How long you been growing?
How long have you had yours?
It's almost going on 5 years.
Oh, well, yeah. If yours is
She
5
had
years,
2. And look where
I'm
she
2.
at.
It don't matter. She's not catching it.
All right.
All right.
We gonna see.
Yeah, thank you. We gonna
see.
We gonna mark this down, my
I'm
nigga.
gonna put it in my phone.
Facts.
Nope, don't like it. Next question.
Next question.
Talking about catching me.
We didn't do this at the beginning of the show, so we're gonna do it now.
Toast.
Because we got like 5. You already know what's up.
Yep.
We got like 5 minutes left. Let me talk to these niggas in the comments first. Y'all share. Please. Without y'all, there is no us. I keep asking y'all to do this every week. I appreciate y'all that's been supporting me and my man's Feez and Sequoia through this 9-episode journey. This is actually episode 9. I'm actually kind of happy that we got what we got going on next week because that's episode 10, which is kind of like a big deal, but not a big deal. Y'all stay tuned for next week because we definitely got some shit going on next week. Shout out to Feez for doing what I don't want to say expect him to do, but what I least expect him to do, to be honest with you.
I do what I can when I can.
Facts. Y'all please share. If you ain't got a chance, go subscribe to the YouTube. You heard with Biggie and Friends. The channel, please. I would definitely subscribe and follow y'all back. Because like I keep saying, without y'all, there is no me, there is no us, there is no podcast, there is no show. I'm trying to get this shit to another level. My brother just asked me on the way here, like, what's the premises of this show and like the end game. It's kind of hard for me to answer that question because I don't see an end game, if I'm being honest with you.
Well put.
But the premises of the show is I invite people on here to talk about shit that most people in the world ain't comfortable with talking about. I invite people on here to be themselves. Not everyone can be themselves during the day or at work or at home or whatever the fuck. I bring people on here to chill. We drink, we bullshit, we politic for 2 hours just to be you. Get comfortable, talk about some shit, whether you're going to piss your family off or friends off. I don't give a fuck about none of that. This is all no holds barred type of podcast. We talk about everything but politics and religion. I will touch on those things, or we will touch on those things, shall I say. But it's going to be very brief because those categories open up a whole bunch of shit that most people ain't ready to hear my opinion or maybe my co-host's opinion or even the guest's opinion. You get a lot of backlash from those categories. Yeah, Nikki, like you just said, culture, awareness, and outlet. For real. And it's an outlet for myself as well.
Right.
If you know me, you know me, T. So
yes.
you already know. Like I don't act the way that I speak if we're having an intellectual conversation. And I like doing shit that way because it throws motherfuckers off because they think that I'm usually just a sarcastic asshole and I ain't smart. But in all reality, I got a little bit of education, motherfuckers. I may have went to CCSD schools, but
look,
I definitely got an education. But usually during the beginning of the show, we take a shot, we toast to shit, cheers to shit. Since we didn't do it in the beginning because I love you and I'm glad that you got right on his motherfucking head when the show started.
Oh, trust me, she was loaded and I was loaded too. I didn't pause.
Yeah. No, you
so
good, bro.
We good.
Like I said, timing is everything and energy is everything as well.
Exactly.
You shut up, best friend. Anyway, she in my phone telling me to shut up. Sequoia ass. Okay. Anyway, Feez started them off. What we toasting to, my guy?
We gonna toast shit, good wealth and shit. Longer days.
He said good wealth, everybody.
I did, dickhead.
Good wealth.
It's a dick beating. Can you, please go because I'm gonna get on his ass.
Man.
What we cheersing to?
we're going to cheers to the summer because
Oh,
I'm about
shit.
to go
Another
outside.
one. 2 weeks in a row. First best friend cheers to the summer. Now we got another one outside.
I gave up. Let me tell you, I
You know
gave
it's gonna
up.
be triple
My
degrees.
son is 9. I gave up 9 summers.
You're lying, bro.
Mama got to have a life too.
You gave about
Shit.
5 of them 9.
Nah. I can't even remember the last time I really enjoyed a summer. It's all about the kid.
Yeah, but you people be like, fuck them kids.
Man, I'm not team fuck. I can't even put that energy on my
Facts.
baby.
Her son to beat her up.
No, you know what?
It's all good. We gonna cheers to
What?
that.
Why you looking at me like that?
Man.
Sir
He
Lip,
ain't really gonna. Anyway.
Sir Lip a lot.
Oh, like
go.
that.
Let's cheers to that lip this week.
Cheers to the lip
A
and
long lip.
What's wrong with your lip?
You don't see that
It's
doorknob on
big.
that
You know
motherfucker?
that. Shut the.
It be hanging,
shut up.
Bubba.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Baby
is that his
Bubba.
nickname? Baby Bubba?
Cheers to my lip and to
Baby
grandparents.
Absolutely.
100%.
Rest in peace, Grandma.
Great grandparents. That's left out there in the world.
Yeah.
Y'all know what time it is. I'm glad we did that because it just worked out. Quan let me know that it's time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please remember to share. T, thank you for coming.
You're
you feel
welcome.
me?
I'll be back.
Yeah, for sure. Because we didn't even get to talk about a lot of the shit that you wanted to talk about, but I'm glad we didn't talk about it. Because now we can talk about it when you come back. I love y'all. Feez, I love you. T, I love you.
Love you
Sequoia,
too.
I love you. See y'all next week, 9 p.m. This is You Heard with Biggie and Friends live on Vegas High Media Network. You heard.
Like midget toes. I stay solid, keep it street on the regular. On the regular, my nigga, I'm not regular. I'm on this money chase, moving like the Brinks truck. No competition, all my niggas got they drinks up. Real shit, yeah, we even shared the last cup. Was on our ass, now all my niggas got they cash up. No celebration, staying humble to this lifestyle. Fuck the future, I'ma paint the picture right now. I'm never switching up, I'ma stay the same. Me, these niggas so basic like some dickies in the play team. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this ain't the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. 1G.